Well, we are here. It is time. We are back. This is round 3 of the second Arizona's Florida edition. Yes, it's still hot out. It's I actually got a nice tan.
Look at you.
I know I got my tan on.
Look at you, looking Puerto Rican.
Oh no, yes, I know, but yeah, actually, when I get the tan going, I have been able to trick people with the Puerto Rican shit, especially if I keep on like the facial hair going. I've actually, one of my friends that I've known my whole entire life, I tricked him and told him I was Dominican. That's why I get tan.
Nice.
Keep in mind, he's known me my entire life since he was born. We've known each other. He's only like 2 years younger than me, and he believed it. And he was even, I remember he was talking to my dad one time, and he's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, you know, you guys are a little bit Dominican. So my dad's just like, what?
Since when?
He's like, where did you get that from? He's like, I don't remember anything to do with Dominican and anything in our blood. And that's why I was like, that's why I'm so good at baseball, and I'm trying to play it off, and till this day, he still thinks I'm Dominican.
See, when I'm pale, I can convince people I'm like a half Asian or quarter Asian, and they'll believe it, which is hilarious to me.
That's pretty good, actually.
Right?
That's pretty good. I wouldn't be able to pull, well, I don't know, my eyes are small, but like...
See, I think I have to like do my makeup a certain way.
And then they gotta come out a little bit over here.
Yeah, or just look really high,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what it is. You gotta look really high with snake eyes.
Just
you have
stony
snake eyes.
baloney eyes. Just
Can't really read, like, I can't see, I can see through the lines. That's
Sayonara,
about it.
Everybody.
Oh my god. But that's okay. So, of course, we are here. We are at the Stashbox.
Lair.
The Stashbox lair. And, of course, as we know, the Smash Room.
The Smash Room in the back.
The Smash Room, of course, is in the back. We have a candle lit.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's a beautiful... I got it in my Glamour Ghoul box. It's from Anita Apothecary.
Great.
She's on Etsy. It's a sacred sage candle. It's a witch's smudge candle. It has a bunch of sage in it. Honestly, it terrified the crap out of me when I lit it because it all wanted to catch on fire. And I was like, this is dangerous. But if you make like a little hole around the wick... It lit pretty well.
Works.
But it looks like there's like a little Cheech and Chong festival going on.
Oh, there it is. That's
right. But it's
Look
sage. It's not anything
So it's nothing too crazy.
No.
Not the craft. We're not crafting right now.
No, we're not doing like a whole witch thing. But we're cleansing any evil spirits.
We're cleansing the evil.
We're
evilness.
Just keeping us in a nice realm of light and positivity before we, talk some smack.
Talk a bunch of shit. That's really where it comes down to.
Karma.
So, of course, you know who I am. My name is Tommy James, Mr. Oh So Smooth. And, of course, I'm here, and I'm drinking a Corona Extra with a lime. A good lime. It was a good cut, actually. A good cut. And I also have a Smart Water right over here, right in the corner, and that's for Mr. A-Town Ryan. As if he was here. He's not. But we can cheers to Mr. A-Town Ryan, of course.
Mr. A-Town Ryan.
Because he's not here, but he does love his water. And I got water because it's hot outside.
It is. Welcome to Florida.
Yes. I'm enjoying it, though. I'm having a good time.
You're officially a full Floridian now. How does it feel?
I'm still Brooklyn.
Okay.
Deep down. But, yeah, I'm getting used to the heat.
Yeah.
I went to a couple of rides. I went to Volcano Bay. I went to Islands of Adventure. So I had a good time.
You went to Animal Kingdom. I saw you went to Pandora.
I went to Pandora. I was blue.
Nice.
I was blue for the avatars.
With the green beers.
Yeah, that shit was nasty, though.
Really?
Because we
I could tell in the video you weren't feeling it too much.
We met this lady, and I saw the green beer. I was like, is that fucking green beer? And she's like, yes, actually. And she goes, it's really good. It actually has like a fruity taste to it. I don't like that kind of beer.
I don't like fruity beers.
So I'm like, I don't really want that. So she's like, but there's another beer that tastes like a Yingling. I like Yingling. So I'm like, all right, sweet. So we get there. And I go to Jen, and I'm like, do you want a beer? I'll get you the green one, I'll get the other one. And she's like, not really. Like, I'll just have a taste. She doesn't like Yingling, so I'm like, fine. I'll splurge, and I'll just get the one green beer.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I taste it, and I'm like, this tastes like a Yingling. I don't know what the hell that lady was talking about. She might have been drunk. It's possible. She was in her 60s.
Adorable.
And Jen tries, and she's like, this tastes like shit. And I'm like, that's because it tastes like a Yingling.
She doesn't like those.
And I like it. And the best was it had a weird name to it. I didn't know how to pronounce the name, so when I went up there, they were like, hi, what can we get you? And I was like, yeah.
Number 2, from...
I don't know, see, there was no numbers, so I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, I want can I get a green beer?
Yeah.
And she's like, absolutely. Like, she felt really happy to give me that green beer.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't that good. It wasn't worth the money that it was.
Oh,
because it was like $8.
Whew.
And I was a little disappointed. I wanted to get like at least a nice cup with it. No. I got a piece of fucking garbage cup. Pandora was really cool. Like, I've seen Avatar. I enjoyed the movie. Pandora's really nice, but I couldn't get on any of the rides because it was like 150 minutes wait.
Ooh, and that heat? No thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll ride it one day.
And I heard at night they do this like light thing.
Yeah, they light it up.
Were you there for the light thing?
No, we left. I don't like crowds too much.
Okay.
So like we'll be able to hit up some rides and shit, and we'll go on rides that Christian can actually get on. And then it's just like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Because we ended up getting the Disney annual passes.
Okay.
So now we can do that. And we now have the Universal annual passes as well. So we got both of them. So we can knock them both out. We can go whenever we feel like it.
Yeah, I always recommend people go during the week.
Yeah.
Probably late in the afternoon because a lot of tourists go early in the morning.
Yeah.
On the weekends. And by the time you get there, if you get there around like 3 or 4 or even, it's usually really expensive.
It's expensive as shit.
But I always end up eating a bunch while I'm there anyways, so it really doesn't matter. They pump that smell of food into the air, and it just makes you want to eat everything.
They're very intelligent.
Just blow money like you're at a strip club.
They're really smart with that.
They are.
And the smell always does play a factor. And you see all these things, and they know they have the stands over here. They got this over here. And then they got the restaurant over here, and then it just pumps that smell.
Souvenir shop. Look at these hats. Look at these light sticks.
You want the Mickey ears
you
and
want
the
these
balloons
glow things.
and shoot bubbles out. I don't want that.
I've actually made the mistake of buying the giant tube where you fill with the powder candy. I think it was like $10.
Oh my god.
And then I lost it. Every time I go back to Disney, I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, don't ever
But
do
I
that
had a
again.
sugar high that lasted me for like 2 days.
Oh, I'm
amazing.
sure.
Yeah, it was
and they were happy about that.
Oh, yeah,
Disney was
look
like,
this
yes.
dumb girl.
She's going to bounce
There's
off the
no
walls.
way her ID says Florida on it. She's from somewhere else.
And you're sitting there going, I love this.
Yeah.
I love Disney.
Do you guys do free refills on these things?
No, ma'am.
Can I mix the flavors?
You have to buy another one, ma'am. No. You can only get one flavor. But we got a chance to go on the Aerosmith ride, which is one of my personal favorite rides.
Oh, the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Love that ride.
That is such a cool one.
Aerosmith is my all-time favorite band. So you have a ride based on my favorite band.
And it's indoors.
Oh, and there's a loop.
Yeah.
I think it's the only Disney roller coaster to have a loop.
Okay.
From at least what I know. But I remember because me and Jen can't go on together because obviously we have Christian.
Baby. Yeah.
So we got a child swap. So she went first, comes off. Oh, it's great. I already know it's great. Don't tell me. So I get on the ride, and I have this other chick next to me, and she's just like, have you ever rode this ride before? And I was like, I have. I was like, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I love the ride. It's a great ride. I was like, well, I love the band. So you're telling me a roller coaster with my favorite band? Can't go in it. You cannot go wrong. And at the end, it goes, loving a roller coaster. And I was like,
see, and it's, every time the car goes, it's a different song. Yeah. I hate roller coasters. I honestly am not good with rides. I'm the biggest scaredy cat ever. But when you have Aerosmith, like classic Aerosmith blaring in your ears, how are you, like, it's impossible to be afraid.
I agree.
Like, you can't. And then it's cool because they have the black lights, so like I-4, and it's Orlando stuff, which is cool.
Actually, funny enough, I like how you said that like you are afraid a little bit of roller coasters.
Oh, terrifying.
So is Mr. H-Town Ryan, actually.
Okay.
And
we have that in common.
Yeah, he came to Disney with me a couple years ago, and he went on the ride, and he's scared shit of roller. Like, I mean, petrified. Like, you have to see the pictures of him. I'm so scared.
Oh, yeah.
And he loved. He went on Aerosmith 3 times.
I would always go on that.
And he loved it. And he was like, that ride was not scary because they were playing that fucking awesome music.
Yep.
I fucking love you, man.
Exactly why. Because even when I've gone to Halloween Horror Nights, it doesn't even have to be a ride. If I know I'm going to be scared, I am the girl with her earbuds in her ear, my phone tucked in like a hoodie, my hood up, I close my eyes, and I'm listening to Mbop, Spice Girls, happy music, while my friends are dragging me through these houses, because I can't. Like, I have an issue with being, like, terrified.
I personally don't get, like, freaked out. Like, I don't like haunted houses in general because I don't like people touching me. And I know they don't.
I hate strangers touching me.
I know they don't touch you. They come really close.
Nope.
But I have a thing, like, it's just like, you're in my zone. No, this is my zone.
No, because I don't know what I'll do if I'm pushed to that point.
Right.
If somebody I don't know if I'll be, like, aggressive and, like, pop them in the face. I'm only 5'1". I'd like, in my mind, I would do that, but probably in all reality, I'll just scream and fall to the ground.
Right, scream and run. Scream and run and cover your head. You gotta cover your head.
Yeah,
Always
kneel, hide.
Protect the head.
Yeah, so I just listen to like really poppy, happy music when I walk through places like that. I'm like, I'm not in the house from Roanoke, American Horror Story. I'm in a bubblegum magic power ball, and it's great. And I'm not, no one's scary's coming out. No pig man, none of that. Yeah, no,
That's pretty awesome.
I'm a total weirdo. I get it.
So that means that the next Halloween Horror Nights, that means me, you, Ron, and Jen have to go.
Yeah.
Because with our passes for Universal, we get one free Horror Night ticket each.
Nice.
So we are going to definitely go. We're going to find a babysitter for Christian, and we're going to be there. So we'll make sure that you and Ron also come with us, because I want to see you and Jen get scared shit.
See, I see Jen being more of a hard ass, being like, no, like jumping in like a guy's face.
Jen would probably, like, those guys that walk over with a chainsaw, she'd probably stare at them, but in the house, she's going to shit her pants. Because you know there's going to be an It House. They're definitely going to make it. They couldn't make it in time for this year, so next year...
See, that would be cool.
When
I went the last time I went, it had to have been like 4 or 5 years ago. They had a Penn and Teller, like, apocalypse Vegas house, which was really cool. And the only time I opened my eyes was when I heard Marvin Gaye, "Let's Get It On."
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm like, why do I hear this song? And I like pulled my earbuds out and I opened my eyes, and it was a strip club in Vegas that was post-apocalypse. And it was half of a stripper on a stage twirling her intestines around while that song was playing. And I was like, this is crazy.
I would have loved that. I would have been like, yes.
And then I saw a bunch of like hazmat suit guys in like a light maze. And I'm like, nope, earbuds back in, eyes closed, friends drag me. Go. Yeah, it was cool.
That's phenomenal. And of course, in case you guys don't know that voice, you know that voice. But in case you don't know that voice, it's none other than everyone's favorite First Lady of the Florida edition, none other than...
Ashley Stashbox.
Hi, Ashley. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
You're like, I did that, right? I threw that up there.
I liked that. That was fancy. I'm like the Nancy Reagan of the Florida edition.
Oh, gosh, she said Nancy Reagan.
The Michelle Obama.
Oh, speaking of
my light
the
beer.
fucking... Oh, yes, you're drinking the Corona Light.
I am.
But speaking of, I like how you brought up the politics shit. So, I found out that there was election day in New York yesterday, and Mayor de Blasio, who's a piece of shit, biggest piece of shit ever, was reelected. So I just want to shout out to everybody in New York for being stupid and allowing this guy to come back. Why, guys? I saw it. I said, why? This guy is so bad that the New York City, the NYPD, would turn their backs when he would walk.
Wow.
Your police officers turn their backs to this guy. And you reelected him? Oh, you...
See, I have 2 cousins that are NYPD. When they come down this year, I'm going to have to ask them about that.
He's such a douche. Like, obviously, when I lived in New York, being in Brooklyn especially, he was such a prick. Like, the way he would act, he thought he was black. He's a white guy. He thought he was black because he has a black wife and a black child. But he thinks like he's like, I'm for the black people. You're not.
He did the fist.
He did the fist.
The power.
He did the power to the people.
Oh no.
And he had freaking what's his face standing next to him. Oh man, what's that douchebag too? I keep forgetting his name. Even the black people hate him. I can't remember his name, and that's probably a good thing. It'll probably come to me. I forgot what his name is though. But he's hated by pretty much everybody, even his own kind. And to me, it just the fact that you reelected de Blasio, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. And sorry, but I don't got to deal with that shit anymore.
I try not to make sense of any politics.
Oh,
anymore.
I hate politics.
That's
I hate it.
How I was raised is especially when you're drinking, you don't discuss religion, money, or politics.
That's true.
And because even as a bartender, I was working the night of the presidential election, the night they announced it. And I swear there was almost a riot in the bar because so many people were just blah, 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 this side, and I'm just like, oh my God, can you guys just go home? And
politics causes fights.
Yes.
Big ones, too.
So ridiculous.
Politics causes wars.
Yeah, that's true.
So imagine I hate politics. I don't really watch the news, but I knew the election was yesterday. I went and I looked on, I think I Googled it. I just Googled his name and it was like, he was reelected for a second term. And I went, You're fucking kidding me. You guys couldn't even handle... You couldn't do one thing right in New York.
Wow.
You couldn't do this right.
He must not have been running against a lot of good people then.
I don't even know. See, that's the thing. Like, not even watching it, but I don't know. He must have been running against, like, Mr. Hanky or something. Even though I would still like Mr. Hanky.
Freddy Krueger is running against...
I would pick him.
That would be interesting.
I would pick Freddy. I think Freddy... I would pick Negan.
Ooh. That would be...
And then I would say...
You would actually pick Negan?
Against de Blasio? Okay. Yeah. I would pick Jade. If Jade was running against de Blasio,
that would be...
I would pick Jade because
everyone
I think
would just
Jade...
have fabulous hair.
That would be one of her first rules.
That would be gorgeous.
Everybody has to change the hair
Elect
color.
Jade.
Yes. Vote for Jade.
Vote for Jade.
Vote for Jade.
Cheers for Jade.
For New York City mayor.
Yeah.
Nope, my phone didn't go off yet. Okay. I was waiting for that. Thanks, guys. I'll run next year. I could see Jade doing it, too. Cosplay day. She has cosplay day where everybody has to cosplay in New York.
Wow.
I could see her doing
that. That would be so cool.
Jade, I'm giving you a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
I'll help you run. We'll run for mayor.
You'll be her manager, her campaign manager.
And be like, go, Jade. Yes. We'll even go, yes, girl, you do it.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, yes, queen. Where's Malave when you... Cheers to Mr. Malave.
Cheers to Mr. Malave.
Cheers to Mr. Malave.
He's our Chex Mix.
He's our Chex
blend.
Mix.
He's a good blend.
Jade's the witch candle.
Aww.
And, of course, Alex is our smart water. So they're here in spirit.
Adorable.
They're here in spirit with us. But now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty, into the fun, into the excitement. Actually, they don't know because I didn't post anything about it. So we are going to recast Little Shop of Horrors. Phenomenal movie, one of my personal favorite musical movies. Besides, what's it called? The Time Warp one.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture, yes, thank you.
Love that.
I don't know how that slipped my mind. I just remember Tim Curry as a drag.
Oh, who can't?
It was a transvestite.
He's
It was okay.
He's a sweet transvestite.
He is a sweet transvestite.
Adorable.
And he was great. Susan Sarandon was in that as well. In her underwear.
Meatloaf was in that?
Yes, he was Eddie. One of my favorite songs, actually. Opportunity, bless my soul. I'm in love with rock and roll.
Oh,
you ever watch Glee?
I did. First few seasons. It was on Netflix. I was binging it, and then my friends made fun of me pretty hard for watching it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it anymore.
I got made fun of pretty hard, but there was one episode that I really wanted to watch, and it was the Rocky Horror Picture episode.
That one was actually really good. I didn't see that one.
John Stamos.
And who was he? I forgot.
He was a dentist.
No, I know he was the dentist.
Oh, he was Eddie.
Oh, okay.
He sung the Hot Patootie song.
I don't know why, but I was imagining like the motorcycle kid from Glee playing him, the one with like the faux hawk that dated the
yeah,
girl.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember any of their names,
which is good.
Yeah,
I remember Finn
except
because
the
he
blonde.
died.
Oh my
Finn
God.
died. That's how I remember.
I think that's when I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Like it got real. Glee got real for a second.
A heroin overdose.
Yeah.
Who knew Glee was that intense?
Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess if you're singing your heart out, eventually you're just going to take some heroin and kill yourself.
Yeah, just a higher adrenaline rush, I guess.
Sorry to hear that. It sucks, but
yeah,
I'm against that shit.
Oh, 100%.
I'm against, like, yeah, I like pot, but, like, when
no
somebody
pills,
dies...
no powders.
Yeah, no pill, no powder,
nothing
no
chemical,
needles.
nothing handmade, nothing some junkie can make in
Right.
a trailer. I'm good.
And when I hear people overdose from that shit, like, to me, it just kind of just makes
It's
me
an
go
epidemic
like,
that's happening. I don't consider it a disease, though, because there's actual diseases out there.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, so we're going to talk, and we're going to recast Little Shop of Horrors. But before we recast Little Shop of Horrors, we want to do something that's a little bit more opening. We're going to open the box a little bit. Literally, we're going to open the stash box because you're brand new to this show. Okay?
I am.
This is only your third, technically, episode.
Yes.
And not people, they heard your voice, but they don't really know about the stash box. They don't know the backstory. We had an episode before that was all about all of us. We all explained our story, where we come from, why we're here, what we want to happen.
I didn't feel right getting in on that. I was
it was
only
too
on,
early.
Yeah, way too early. I'd only done a phone episode, which was so much fun.
And you ruined everything.
I feel like I should get my Twilight Sparkle doll out really quick.
No. Do you understand that every time I walk past anything that says My Little Pony, I have to stop to look if I find Twilight Sparkle? Just to say, that's Twilight Sparkle.
She has a lot of powers, though. There
she
isn't a power she doesn't have.
She ended in last place.
Well, she had a really good matchup. Like, she had a lot of people, like, Blunt Man. I would have picked Blunt Man over her anyways.
But the way you guys were talking about her powers and you made her like she was the
I'll pull the notebook out and we can go through her powers.
We will not, and she'll never be used again because she made it to the finals, so Twilight Sparkle can never be used again.
Cheers to Twilight Sparkle!
Yeah. All right, cheers to Twilight Sparkles! And of course, cheers to the messenger!
Yes!
The messenger. No, but you guys literally ruined me as a person because we were walking in New York City Comic Con, and I saw somebody dressed up as Rainbow Dash and stopped and said, "That's Rainbow Dash." And then I wanted to kick myself because everybody stopped. This is Matt, Itzy, and Mr. A-Town Ryan all stop and turn and go, "What?" And I was like, I know, I hate myself too. Because yes, that was Rainbow Dash.
Oh,
and I know Pinkie Pie too. I think those are the only three I know.
I saw the Brony documentary that was on Netflix.
Okay.
Because I wanted a better understanding before I even saw the show about why grown men were into a show about ponies that was for kids. Mostly little girls, I feel like. And it was interesting. I learned a lot. These hardcore rocker dudes, like tattoos and like drive motorcycles, are obsessed with this show. And some of them are married. And it's all because of the hidden message. Yeah, okay. 2 women. There was actually one guy on there that was had anxiety disorders and was severely autistic, and he didn't do well in crowds. But that show gave him this like sense of empowerment, and like everybody could be a friend. It's all potential. And he went to his first like big outing at like a BronyCon, and he felt like he fit in finally somewhere. Okay. And it was a good tale. It was interesting. And I found out who does the voice of Rainbow Dash and Applejack.
There's one called Applejack.
Yeah,
that's great.
And she's very country, and I think she has an apple on her butt. I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's nice. I know who does the voice of Twilight Sparkle. It's Tara Strong.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Tommy
Pickles. She's been around for a long time. Yeah, she's been around. She's also the voice of what's the show with the damn it, what was it called? It was on Nickelodeon.
Okay.
And no, I know. I'm trying to break it down. There was 2 fairies, and the little kid.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. She does Jimmy, Timmy. That's the little boy.
You're confusing Jimmy Neutron and
or Jimmy from South Park. Since I've been playing the South Park game.
Oh, how is that?
It's fucking amazing.
I want to play that.
Like I want to play it more, but I can't because Christian and they curse a lot in it. And sometimes I'm playing it, and he's just standing there watching me play it. And he's like, "Play South Park." Jimmy, and now he's naming the characters.
Standing behind the couch. Like,
and he's watching, and they're cursing, and I'm looking over, I'm like, "Go away, go in your room," and he's just like, "There's Jimmy."
Oh, no.
I was like, "Yes, that is Jimmy. That's Jimmy." I love Jimmy, though, but I gotta get Tally. I haven't gotten Tally. That's my favorite, though. I love Tally, because don't forget to bring a doll.
How spicy do you want your chain sauce?
Oh, my God.
I just watched that episode the other night where he writes the book, A Million Little Fibers. It was adorable. And Oprah's vagina and butthole are actually people, and they have voices, and they take her hostage with a gun, like a gun just comes out of her crotch. That show!
South Park is amazing.
I just want to sit in the writer's room once.
Me too.
I'll bring McDonald's or Taco Bell, whatever they eat in there. I know it's junk food from what I saw in the documentary.
Yeah,
and I'll be quiet, and I'll just sit there and just take it all in.
And just enjoy it as they're just doing the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tally to me was just I remember the first episode that he appeared in, and just the way they're just like, "Oh, let's go to the baseball game," and he's like, "Don't forget to bring the doll." And I was the whole time I'm like, "What? Like, is that it's a fucking doll."
Yeah, I like the part where they're trying to get him to come out, and they're like, "How do we do this?" And they're like, "Wait, he only like shows up when we're talking about doing activities that might need a towel." So they're standing in the middle of the town. And they're like, "Let's go to the lake. How about we go to the pool?" And then, like, out of nowhere, Tally just shows up. And he's like, "Don't forget to bring your towel."
I still remember that part, because that's exactly what they were standing. I think it was Stan.
Yeah.
He was like, "Let's go to the pool."
Nothing.
"Let's go to the lake. Let's go water skiing. Don't forget to bring your towel." And they're like, "There he is." And he goes, "When you get out of the water, you're going to be all wet. That's what Tally says. Don't forget to bring a towel." One of the best characters, and I think they actually said at the end of the episode when they said they were like, "You were the dumbest character ever." I know. You want to get high? And Tally smoked pot. That was the best part.
He always. But then later in the season, he as everybody knows, pot is a gateway drug on television.
Yeah.
And he went to doing shooting up and whippets. He was doing computer duster in one episode, and his face got all tight and like scrunchy. Oh, man.
He was a dried up towel.
Yeah. But they got him back by showing his son washcloth.
Yeah. Washcloth, yes. And he started crying. I love my son. Washcloth. I love him. And then they made the big towel. Don't forget to bring the towel.
Oh, the big, like, steroid towel. Oh, that was creepy.
Come on, Tally. You know what you want. You want your pipe. Is either your pipe or your friend's. Oh, God damn it. And he's like, both! And he smokes. And it would go up.
Yeah, the Popeye music plays, and he his towel moves all the way to the pipe. It moves like 10 feet.
Takes a hit, pulls him up, and then the guy falls in.
Oh, Dad.
That was one of the best episodes ever. I gotta get a little high. It's like, no, just put the code in. No, I can't remember. If I get a little high, I remember. And then he takes the head.
I'll just get a little high.
Yeah, just a little high. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. That's it. You got it? No, that's the theme from Funky Town. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town?
He starts dancing. Yeah. I can't.
He's like, come on, put it in. Put what in? Because he's too high. He only took one hit, he would be freaking stoned.
Yeah.
Don't preach to me, fatso.
Lightweight.
Love Tally. But now let's really break this down. Let's get into it. Let's learn about Stashbox. Let's learn about Ashley. Let's tell us some things. Let's start easy.
Okay.
So you obviously being a cosplayer.
Yes.
What really started that cosplaying for you? And what was the first one you ever did?
Okay. What really got me into it was I went to this tiny little convention in Orlando called the Orlando Comic Convention, and I'd probably been gaming for about 5 or 6 years. I had a friend that had like a comic subscription box at a local comic book shop, and I started like flipping through some of them, and I got really interested, and I was like, hey, let's go to this convention. And when I went there, I had no idea what cosplay even was, and I see all these like badass chicks in these dope ass costumes that they've made, and I see these cool guys in these elaborate, huge, massive like contraptions, like a full-on Big Daddy from BioShock, and I'm like, I love that video game, I love that comic, like, I can do this? This was an option? Why didn't anybody tell me about this?
Guidance counselors don't tell you that.
No, they never discussed this in high school. Hey, by the way, when you get older, you can go to conventions.
And dress up like Batman.
You don't even need to be older. You can go right now if you wanted to. Like, the fact that MegaCon was happening, like, so close to me, and I didn't know about it until, like, 2012 really bugged me.
Yeah.
And I remember I told myself that night when I went home, I'm like, I'm doing this. Like, I'm picking a character and I'm dressing up. And I figured Zatanna from the DC universe would be the easiest for me to do because I didn't want to push myself too hard because I stress out easily. And, yeah, laugh at me now.
Okay.
But I didn't want to push myself too hard. And I saw her costume and I'm like, well, I have black hair. I know I have a white corset somewhere. I can make a magician's coat. I can make a wand. I can get the hat. I can do this. And I went the next year to MegaCon, and I loved it. I met so many cool people. Getting your picture taken is kind of like a little baby high. Like, people stopping you, recognizing your character, recognizing the effort you put into your costume, like your makeup. The whole thing, you feel like you're actually getting, like, reward for, like, all the hard work you put into something. And that's a really cool feeling, because I don't know, as an adult, like, you kind of lose that with, like, your normal day-to-day job sometimes, and, yeah, that just made it even, like, more of, like, a goal for me. I want to do this every year. I want to have a new costume every year, and this is how it's going to be. And it hasn't stopped since.
Well, so, Zatanna obviously being the first one you did.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Zatanna.
I love Zatanna.
Like, she's awesome. She's really hot. And, you know, she does magic.
I read when I read Identity Crisis, I don't know if you ever read that, she's basically, from my point of view, the strongest character in the DC universe.
She can beat Superman.
She was manipulating a lot of people with her magic.
Yep.
And to me, I was like, this is dope. Why does she not have a movie? Why does she not have an origin story? And I looked it up, and she had like an episode on Smallville, and I was kind of disappointed, but I saw her a few times on Batman the Animated Series, and then I remembered, I'm like, she is freaking cool.
I mean, eventually we may get Zatanna in the cinematic universe.
If
right
they
now,
do
it's too
dark,
early.
If they do a dark Justice League, or Justice League,
they're trying to do.
I would be the first one in line in my costume at the movie theater. Like, yeah, like I voted for her to be on the video game. I forget what it's called. Injustice.
Yeah.
And when she was selected as one of the downloadable characters, I was super excited. I still have friends that...
You felt like you did it.
I honestly was like, that's me. I'm playing there.
I'm doing it.
And it's funny because I still have friends when they play that game, when they get to a level or part in the game where they're playing Zatanna, they take a picture of it, like Zatanna's Magic Shop, and they send it to me. They're like, hey, I found you. I'm like,
nice.
Yay!
Nice. Like, that's me. I'm Zatanna.
I'm magic.
I'm magic. That's great. We're going to hashtag that. I'm magic. But she can beat Superman because one of Superman's biggest weaknesses is magic.
Yeah.
So that is
and
that's
she's got a cool backstory. Like, she learned everything from her father, who was like this awesome, like, world-known magician, and she's got a cousin who his name's Zachary, something like that.
I got a cousin.
The whole Z family. It's pretty cute. Zatanna Zatara.
So, do you think there's a possibility that Zatanna may show up in a Who You Got challenge in the future?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. That's
for sure.
I gotta try to look into that.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna probably draft her. So after Zatanna, now what was the first con that you went to again? What was it called?
MegaCon.
That was the first con as
yeah.
Zatanna.
Yep.
What was the next step from that?
As far as like my cosplays goes,
yeah.
Oh geez, probably researching. I wanted to pick a character that I thought people would recognize.
Okay.
Because it's really awkward trying to explain to people who you are at a convention. Like, what are you supposed to be? It's like, and then you just feel like a jackass. Like, I'm this and this from this movie. And they're like, oh, I don't know who that is. Cool, bye. And it's just awkward.
Bye.
And I took, I watched a lot more movies. I started playing different video games that I normally wouldn't play, just so I can get like a better sense of like what everyone else is doing. And I did a lot of Pinterest, a lot of Instagramming, looking at what other people were doing, because I didn't want to do the same thing. Like, I didn't want to be another Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I didn't want to do another Wonder Woman. I love those characters, don't get me wrong, but...
Everybody does it.
Everybody does them. And I get it, they're great, they're well known, but I don't know, I want that extra oomph. Like, I want to do something that... You know, I'm not going to be standing in line at a convention getting a smoothie and there's going to be 5 more of me behind me. Like, that's just awkward. Yeah, I feel like that's a meme waiting to happen. Somebody snaps a photo of, like, 6 Zatannas standing in line. There's a picture. Like, there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, right. The magic has hit the Matrix.
Yeah, no, and I wanted to see how good I was at making, like, weapons and props. And it was funny, right around that time, Sci-Fi started doing Heroes of Cosplay. Mm-hmm. That show, which was such a plethora of knowledge. Yaya Han, who's, I think, cosplay goals for a lot of people, like men and women alike. I don't know how she doesn't have a job. She just does that for a living.
Yeah.
And
they're paid for that.
That's amazing. I want that. But I have to work a full-time job. And, you know, I have to... not have wig heads and a sewing table and machine in my dining room because I have a boyfriend who supports this, but I don't want that to be my house. Yeah, if I have like a mansion one day,
people might think it's a little weird. They walk in and you might, tell them to go in the hole and put the lotion in. There's
fabric, reams everywhere. Like, that would be fun, but I wouldn't be able to live in that chaos and distress would just drive me nuts. So yeah, MegaCon's my big convention every year. And yeah, watching Heroes of Cosplay, learning about thermoplastic, heat foam, like
I don't know about any of that shit.
It's intense, and I've gotten burns. I've gotten cuts. Like, it's a learning experience.
You got cosplay scars.
Yeah, I do. Literal cosplay scars. But it's a fun hobby to have. It's definitely, I get my artsy side out, because my mom's an art teacher. I always grew up around painting and crafts and all that stuff. So it's fun to get that out, because I don't really get to do that bartending. And yoga, which is like another passion of mine, I can't really do that, like, be like Zatanna on the mat. In my mind, I am, but...
You can be Zatanna, and everybody's like, what?
Who is that? Namaste, Ashley. But who is that?
Namaste. What? What is a Zatanna? Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
just
no, that's basically like when I talked
about fishnets.
Yeah, no, and I talked about it in my yoga teacher training. Everyone looked at me and were like, "What?
What the fuck is she talking
Who
about?
is this girl?" And it made me a little self-conscious, but it was funny because as soon as I tell somebody about it, like even at work or in a yoga class or something, they always want to pull me aside after and be like, "That's really cool. Like, when do you go? Maybe I can come with you one year. I've always wanted to do that." It's cool learning. Like, people always have like a secret little nerd side to them.
Yeah.
That they want to like bust out.
Because lately they've been busting it out, and a lot of them I think are more I'd say fronters though, because I remember being a kid like. Loving all this shit, and people get pick on. They pick on you because I'm a big fan of Power Rangers. Love Power Rangers. You know I love Power Rangers. And like, till this day, I have people that make fun of me because I like Power Rangers. Now I'm 30 years old. I love Power Rangers, and people are like, how the fuck do you like these guys in their jumpsuits and so on and so forth? And my first reaction and first response is, do you like X-Men? And they go, yes, and I go, it's the same fucking shit. You like superheroes, I like superheroes, except mine have sparks that come out, but technically so does yours, because Jubilee does the same shit with her fireworks.
I've noticed as the movies have been coming out,
everybody jumped ship.
It's definitely a bandwagon thing, and I'm grateful for that, because I too kept it secret when I was in high school, because when I was in middle school, my mom signed me up for cheerleading. I was thrown to the wolves.
You were a cheerleader?
I was.
Cheers to being a cheerleader.
I was such a stay-at-home, like, stay inside, read, play PlayStation.
Can I just ask this, though?
Okay.
Can you do this? Can you do the spare fingers?
Can I do the spare fingers?
Can you spare fingers? Oh, you can do it! You can do it!
Did you never do that.
Did you hate Mickey?
No.
Oh, see, that's bullshit.
See, my mom was, like, such a stereotypical cheerleader mom. I remember when we drove to, like, a cheer camp in Boca Raton. She made, like,
You went to a cheer camp?
God, for 3 days.
Did you drop the
spirit stick?
Did you drop the spirit stick?
No. There wasn't a spirit stick, which is weird. Hey, Moshi. But, yeah, no, she made, like, a CD mix. And she put it in her Chrysler Sebring convertible. And the whole time we were driving to Boca, we had, like, 3 other girls in the car. And my mom's blaring the Cha-Cha Slide, which is a weird song to listen to.
That's not a Cheers song.
It was back then.
Was it really?
Yeah, because they taught us a dance to it, which was basically the Cha-Cha Slide.
The song tells
but it was like a bonding thing. Like, all these cheerleaders from all around the state are doing the Cha-Cha Slide together. So my mom was, like, blaring that, and then she put Hey Mickey on, and then there was, like, a remix of Hey Mickey.
It's the Bewitched one.
And she was bopping that, and I just remember being like, this is my mom, and I love her, and I'm stuck with her forever. Like, okay, this is my life. But no, she was awesome.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Mickey.
Yeah, but I was playing Spyro on my PlayStation.
Spyro.
I was reading all the time. Harry Potter was, like, I think my favorite game to play on my PlayStation.
Wait, there was a Harry Potter game?
With the graphics were so
There was a Harry
shitty.
Potter game?
Oh, yeah.
See, I didn't like Harry Potter until I went on the ride in Universal. Then all of a sudden I was like, I have to watch this fucking movie.
See, I had a friend that was reading the books, and she kind of pushed it on me, and I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I want a Harry Potter book, and she bought me the 3rd or the 4th one, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on in this.
Who's Ron?
I was like, what is...
Ron Weasley.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, and I was one of those kids. I pulled out a dictionary, and I'm like, none of these words are in a dictionary. Like, they were all just made up. And
Avada Kedavra. What does that mean?
I had no idea. So then she was like, you got to get out of the house. You need to do something. So she just signed me up for cheerleading because she was a cheer mom. No, I already know you're going to try to jump up here.
Oh, it's one of those. She got her cats here. And they all go. Which one's that? Selena, like Selena Kyle, or like Salinas. Salinas.
She just got her start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
She did, actually. Her sister actually accepted it for her.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you said that you were a cheerleader because that is fucking hilarious.
6 years. 6 years.
6 years being a cheerleader?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All I can picture right now is you just, oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. With Gabrielle Union right there, because that was my favorite part.
And it was funny because I was definitely the black sheep of the cheerleading squad. Like, Ashley, go to the back. Ashley, stop talking.
Ashley, you have no rhythm. What are you doing?
Ashley, you have to smile. And I'm like, I don't want to do any of this stuff. I was shocked I made it on the high school squad. I'm like, oh, trying out. I'm not going to make it. Perfect.
So, as a cheerleader, I'm sticking to this for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, this is something that has to be spoken.
That's fine. Let's talk about it.
Okay, where's Mr. Malave and Mr. A-Town Ryan? You guys I know are listening. Sit back, relax, let's continue this. So, like, did you had to do, like, prep rallies and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't have that in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
so
we had it was usually on a Friday, and Fridays were the days of in high school, the varsity football teams games. So, it was freshman cheerleading squad.
Did you go to Rydell High?
Oh, I wish.
Imagine? That'd be great.
They had the coolest cheerleading uniforms. They looked so comfy. It was like long skirts and sweaters. Like you could just sleep in that.
Could you do a split?
Yeah.
Your split was perfect.
Yeah, no, I was flexible. I think that's the only reason why I got on there. I wasn't very strong, but I was flexible.
Cheers to being flexible. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to being flexible. Go on, prep rally. Let's hear it.
Oh, so yeah, it was freshman JV and varsity cheerleading squad. We got to leave, I think, 6th period early, and the pep rally was always at 7th period, and we got to leave so we can go get ready. And I remember my sophomore year, we got crop top uniforms.
Oh.
I did not want to wear a crop top uniform.
Oh my god.
I was so annoyed because it was like V-cut and your belly button was out and the skirt was opposite V-cut, so it was just like this diamond of midriff. And we weren't allowed to wear just like normal clothes like that to school, so I didn't understand why we got to wear that as cheerleaders, and I was so against it. And we had like the skinny toned like perky girls on our squad. They're like, let's wear our crop tops this day. And then it was like me and the other like inside girls that were like, no, let's never wear them. Like let's
wear a long t-shirt.
Let's burn them. Let's fucking wear sweatpants. And like, eventually the perky girls always won because it's cheerleading squads are still cliquey. Like I know everyone thinks cheerleaders are just a clique, but there's still like the girls that did 1,000 crunches every night before they went to bed and whose parents bought a Mercedes when they turned 16.
Must be nice.
Yeah. And then there was, like, the girls like me who, still wanted to be in, like, the drama club and, like, liked to do art and hung out with the skater
So
kids.
you were Elijah Dushku.
Kind of. Yeah.
You were the one that drew the tattoo on you, middle finger,
and then the middle finger, and then
rubbed
licked it off. Kind of, but I wasn't that cool. In my mind, I was, but I definitely was not.
I like Elijah Dushku in that
Who
movie.
doesn't?
When she comes out wearing the cheerleader outfit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Just like, woo!
She was the hottest one
she was.
out of the whole squad.
She was.
Which was, if I was Kristen Dunst, I would have been embarrassed because she's kind of built like a 13-year-old boy in that movie.
I don't even like Kirsten Dunst. I've never liked her.
Her face.
I think it's her face.
She's pretty, but I wouldn't say she's hot.
I don't think she's pretty either.
That's one of those like arguments I think that people like. She's definitely not hot, but
we should bring that to a con.
I think she's
Is Kirsten Dunst really hot? Yeah. Is she hot or is she pretty?
I know they did that on The Office with Hillary Swank.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I remember that one. When Kevin was like, she is not hot.
Yeah, he's like, just because I'd sleep with her doesn't mean I think
doesn't mean I think she's hot. But then again, he was going to bang Holly because he had a button in his hand.
Yeah, but pep rallies, they had the whole drum line out in the...
Oh my god, you guys had the drum line too?
We had so my high school had a step team. Like a straight up, like, one of those like
Bring It
ATL,
On?
yeah, like one of those ATL like band movies.
There you go. That's what I was thinking of.
Drumline. Like
you got served.
Yeah, we had a full-on step team, which was very bizarre to me. We had a drum line, and then we had like we had a mascot, a bear. This like just a weird kid.
What was the name of the team?
Winter Springs High School Bears.
They're just Bears.
We were just the Bears.
You were just the Bears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dub Bears.
Dub Bears.
Dub Bears.
Dub Bears. That's my favorite team, Dub Bears.
Yeah, and we'd have to stand in front of our class, which they'd pull out the bleachers in the basketball
or the
room.
The gym.
The gym, yeah. The basketball
room. Basketball room, as you can see.
We're at the room where they play basketball.
You know where they play
They'd
basketball?
pull out the bleachers and like everybody would sit according to their class, not like steerage or anything, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And then the cheerleaders would stand in front, and then we just bounce around like very man show, like girls on trampolines, like us just like doing like that whole thing.
Very nice.
And I just remember there was a thing that the drumline would play. It was like, do it, do it, do it, don't stop, don't stop. And all of the girls would literally just booty dance, like hands on their knees.
Twerking.
Not just the cheerleaders, like everybody.
Oh, okay.
Everybody. And I remember even like looking at one of my friends when we were doing it, I'm like, this is really inappropriate for our age group. Like, I would be kind of upset if I saw my daughter doing this. But it was a lot of fun. It's a cool way to get out of class.
It's not really inappropriate, though, because Bring It On was such a hit.
Yeah.
That it made cheerleading even more popular than...
And
I didn't know cheerleading was on ESPN until I watched Bring It On. I was like, they have those? And yeah, that's a legit thing.
Yeah, no. I remember one year there was an article about how it was the most dangerous sport in America. Because they're throwing these girls up in the air, and if they land wrong or if they fall or whatever, they can severely paralyze or like injure themselves. And that's terrible. Like, I couldn't imagine going out in a crop top and
Did you get thrown?
No, I was too stumpy.
Too stumpy.
I was definitely a base, and if they didn't know what to do with me, because there was other stumpy girls, they'd always just have you do a front spot, which means you just stood there with your hands up to make sure nobody died, which is one of the most useless positions ever. It was just like, all right, we got 3 extras, just front spot, girls, just front spot. And we just stand there like this. Go team.
Hey, Mickey,
yeah, spirit fingers.
Spirit finger. Did you spirit finger? Did you spirit? Oh, damn it!
I think when we would run out onto like like for competitions, when we run out to the floor, we'd always have to like do what did they call it? Like spirit? I don't know. Like show your spirit and like
we got spirit.
Be like, go team, yeah, go bear. And like there would always be a few girls that would just do this. Oh my god!
Spirit fingers. I
did not know we were going to be talking about this today.
Oh no, we're learning
like
about Stashbox right now. We just found out that you were a cheerleader and you went and go Toros.
Yeah.
Burr, it's cold in here. There must be some clovers in the atmosphere.
That's all right. That's okay. You're going to pump my gas someday.
Yes, that was great. Yeah.
We did do that a few times.
That one's good. I like
there were a few cheer wars at football games.
Yeah, was there really? There was cheer wars?
Yeah.
Yes.
We never had like a group of like from like an inner city squad show up and say we stole all their cheers.
Oh,
there's never that much drama.
Come on. You guys didn't steal any cheers, really?
We didn't. When I was in Pop Warner, my coach's daughter made up most of our stuff, and it was always really corny.
Okay.
They were really corny. It was just like a cornball
Did
family.
you do the gas thing, though? Like, what? Do you remember any of them?
Oh,
that was one
That
of them?
was it. Like, they would just do that. Like, the other...
That's all right. That's okay. You're gonna...
The other squad would, like, say something from across the sidelines, and then we'd hear it. Like, oh, their team scored. So they do this, like, obnoxious cheer. I even forgot what it was. But, yeah, we'd do that. That's all right. That's okay. You're gonna pump our gas someday. And I'm like, we are 13. This is terrible. Like, oh, God, what a bunch of little dicks.
Well, how old were they technically in Bring It On? They were in high school.
I think they were supposed to be, like, 16, 17.
So they would be juniors then.
Yeah, because I know Torrance,
yeah, that was Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, because her boyfriend went to college.
Yes, he did go to college, and he was a senior before, right?
Yeah, and so she was, I guess, a senior. But there was definitely a few younger girls on the squad. Not, like, super young, but probably, like, juniors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Ah, man, that's funny.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty great, because I have played football in high school, and I'll tell you now, our cheerleaders, no. Oh, our cheerleaders were... Okay, so here's the thing. When I thought of cheerleaders as a kid, after watching, like, Saved by the Bell, you got fucking Kelly Kapowski, you're thinking, like, this is what high school is going to be.
Sure.
Hottie cheerleader, lockers that you have to, like, undo. No, we didn't have lockers.
No way.
No.
You didn't have lockers?
No, we had to carry our shit.
What?
It was fucking
See,
book
we had
bags.
lockers, but they didn't, like, assign us, like, oh, here's your lock. It was like, bitch, you better go to Office Depot, buy a combination lock,
Pick a lock.
give us a copy of it in case you have anything in your locker that we need to know about, and you got assigned a locker.
No, we didn't.
But you got to put your own lock on it.
No, we had book bags.
We had book bags too, but our school was so huge that
I
you'd have like a class in building 1, and then second period you'd have to go all the way to building 7.
Oh, you did that was like college for me.
Yeah, no, it was frustrating.
No, but we didn't have the hot cheerleaders. Our cheerleaders were they were base. They were the base.
Okay.
Most of them were the base. Actually, pretty much all of them were the base.
That's how our color guard was.
I was always confused because it ruined me, though, deep inside. And I don't have against whatever, your body's your body. I have nothing, whatever. But remember, I'm a kid thinking like, okay, I'm going to go to high school. I'm going to play baseball. I'm going to play football.
You're going to be base.
And I'm going to be seeing some base. I'm going to get laid.
Yeah.
And then I saw the list, and I said, I cannot be Zach Morris.
No.
I was like, I'm going to have to go over to Valley and go over there and go meet some blonde
Where's the
fucking
Jessie
bimbos.
Spanos?
Yeah, where's the tall ones?
I'm so excited.
I'm so scared. Like,
literally what you said when you got to high school.
I did. I was so scared. I don't want to talk to these girls.
No.
And then I realized there's no cheerleaders in baseball, so only in football. Then I got knocked unconscious for 2 minutes, and that was the end of my baseball career. I mean, football career.
What sport were you playing?
Let's see. I played actually a lot of sports, but yeah, I got knocked in the head-to-head collision.
Ooh.
I was out cold for 2 minutes, and that was when my dad looks at me and goes, "You're done with football."
No.
He's like, "You want to play baseball or do you want to play football?"
My mom would have done the same
thing. You just got knocked
thing.
out. You're done.
Yeah.
And I looked over. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I think I would
have been like, what was I even doing?
I had goals to be a baseball player. I was ranked 23rd in the country for second base. I had Chicago White Sox scouts look at me, tore my hamstring in front of them.
Oh, shit.
That ended my career from there. But yeah, funny enough, it was that year when I got knocked unconscious.
Oh, God.
So I was like, maybe I should have never played football. Don't get me wrong, I loved playing football because I liked the contact. I'm pretty quick. Not anymore, but I'm pretty quick. But yeah, that was just... So you were a cheerleader. Yeah.
No, and there was a lot of parts of it that I hated, for sure. But there was also, a lot of parts that I liked. I definitely was exposed to a different group of people in high school that I normally probably wouldn't have talked to unless I had to spend every afternoon with them for 2 hours and practice. And I met my best friend that I'm still best friends with to this day, who comes with me to every convention.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and that's how we met, and... some good came out of it, but yeah, my ankle still makes weird sounds from doing lots of tumbling and falling and jumping a lot. So some stuff sticks with you.
It always sticks with you.
Yeah.
It's part of life. We have to grow and look at our past and realize all of our injuries, our noises that we make is because of all this stuff.
Of course.
I can't run anymore because I tore my hamstring.
But it did... When I stopped in my senior year, my mom took me to my first yoga class, and that's where that whole love affair started.
That's a good, actually, transition.
Yeah, I was like, this is calm, stretching. This is calm conditioning.
I like to stretch.
I like this.
I hate stretching.
And then I had to learn that it wasn't a cheerleading practice. It wasn't look what I can do. I can do this.
Look what I can do.
Yeah, because my yoga teacher was like, all right, calm down. This isn't a contest.
Yeah, relax.
Oh. Namaste.
Namaste. Split.
My bad.
I can split. I can do that.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do a split because I actually went to karate. I was a 3rd Dan black belt, so I knew how to do a split. Can't do that no more.
I can't do a horizontal split. I can do front back split.
I used to be able to do the horizontal split. It hurt, but I was able to do it.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport. That was me.
Did you see the Christmas commercial he did with the trucks?
No. I know that he almost got into a fight with fucking Jason David Frank.
I think it was him. Yeah, no, it was Chuck Norris, who's like on two planes.
Well, Chuck Norris is the man.
And a split. It was definitely CG.
Yeah, I can see Chuck Norris splitting between two planes while they're flying.
Yeah, up in the air, and that's how it was. He was in a horizontal split
makes sense.
with a foot on each plane wing, just flying next to each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a great commercial.
I never saw the commercial, but I could see it in real life happening.
Yeah, there was like Christmas lights, I think. Merry Christmas from Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris and Merry Christmas.
Cheers to Chuck Norris.
Cheers to Chuck Norris. The guy will kill you with a poke. All right, so let's find a little bit more about you. So I'm going to just spitball right now. Let's spitball.
All right,
what we're going to do is I'm going to just ask you a random question. You can just whatever pops in your head.
Boom.
Boom. Okay, great. That's great. Okay, so let's start it simple. Favorite movie?
Oh, Watchmen. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. Watchmen.
Okay, why?
It was interesting seeing...
Blue penis.
No, well, yeah. And just how, like, I guess America would react if we really did have superheroes. And, like, seeing, like, the Vietnam War, like, if we would have had superheroes. Mm-hmm. And that whole point of view is really eye-opening, like, and cool. And, I don't know, had me, like... It made me want to go back and reread comic books.
Okay.
And I know that was like the first comic book to ever be on the New York Times bestseller.
Yes.
And it made me actually go buy it and read it, which had a totally different ending, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, no, that's definitely, and my love affair with Jeffrey Dean Morgan started.
Of course, he was the comedian.
I loved the comedian.
Yes, he was the comedian, and I liked that movie. I thought it was okay. There was too much blue penis in it, though. The one part when he walks down the stairs and it goes like that really bothered me.
Where he's like jogging down the stairs.
I hate that part. I'm like, come on, Dr. Manhattan. Do you really got to show it off like that? It wasn't even like it was like, it wasn't working. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
funny
it was just
because
weird.
when he would go on the news, he'd wear like a suit.
He'd wear the suit all the time.
But when he's like at his house and he's building like
radioactive
machinery
shit
and traveling to Mars, he's butt naked.
And he just like got my dick out and just like put your shit away, man.
That's his life.
Like Rorschach, I'm surprised like on his face it didn't say like put your dick away, like Or you had Patrick Wilson was Owlman.
Gross.
Yeah, gross, dude. Gross, dude. I'm the new Freddy.
Just ink black. Gross.
That'd be amazing. So that's a pretty good one. Watchmen. Yeah. I thought Watchmen was pretty good. The director was Zack Snyder.
I love Zack Snyder, and I know a lot of people give him a lot of shit, especially with the Superman movie that he did.
Man of Steel.
Everyone thought.
Oh, he didn't do. Did he do Man of Steel? No, Man of Steel.
He did.
I thought that was a Nolan flick.
You're gonna make me IMDb it. I thought he did it.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe Nolan produced. I can't remember because I'm not a big fan of Superman. Actually, that's the most hated character for me. Man of Steel. I'm pretty sure that was a Christopher Nolan flick.
Man of Steel.
Pretty sure that was a Nolan flick. That was directed by Zack Snyder. Yeah,
I was right.
Yeah, produced by Christopher Nolan.
I liked Sucker Punch. He also did
Sucker Punch had a really good twist.
That movie, man. That was like Inception almost.
Yeah, it was a fucked up movie.
Wait, what the fuck is going on?
It was all right up here.
Yeah, no. Okay. It was like she had to remove herself from that world, and then that one was too fucked up, so she had to remove herself from that one. Like, whoa. That was a good movie, too. I like a lot of his movies.
It's a movie that gets shitted on, but it is a pretty good movie. Didn't Zack Snyder do 300?
Yeah.
Which is an Oscar-nominated movie.
Yep.
So that's always good. That's always a good start, and a main reason for Gerard Butler, who was famous for a little bit. Not no more.
No.
Okay, so let's see. We got Watchmen. So who's your favorite actor?
Ooh.
Who's the actor? No, it's a better question. Who's the actor that if you had the opportunity to sleep with, you would sleep with?
Oh, man. I feel like I'm a broken record, but definitely Jeffrey Dean Morgan's on that list.
So he's number one then?
Yeah. I think he's like, the last, like, I get excited when I see him and stuff. I'm like,
J. Morgan, yes.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's watch this now. And my poor understanding boyfriend's just like, okay. Like,
I mean, you gotta accept it sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's my hall pass. Like my
that's
free
the hall
pass. Yeah.
Hall pass goes to Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You hear it right here.
For sure.
Mine is Jensen Ackles.
Nice.
I would definitely... No, I'm lying, and I know everybody listening that knows this knows I'm lying. Chris Pratt.
Oh, that would be my second.
Chris Pratt.
I think my gross one Can I have a gross one?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, I think my gross celebrity encounter would be with Nick Offerman.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Parks and Recs?
Yeah, I would. Ron Swanson. Like, gross, but I'd probably learn a lot.
Yeah, you definitely would learn a lot.
Like, he would teach me some stuff.
I forgot he was in We're the Millers.
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, he's in We're the Millers. That's Jason Sudeikis, I believe.
I always get him and the guy that played Andy on The Office confused.
Yeah, so did I.
They look very similar.
I thought Ed Helms was in Hall Pass when I first saw the poster. I was like, oh, Ed Helms. And then when I saw it, I'm like, that's not fucking Ed Helms. I mean, who the fuck is Jason Sudeikis, SNL?
Yeah.
He came from SNL.
See, that's when I stopped watching SNL. I was like, all right.
Yeah, SNL's okay. It depends on the host. That's really what makes SNL now.
Okay.
So, that's good. So, that's interesting. Yeah, and
I gotta have a gross one.
Mine for Chris Pratt, though, was actually a funny story. And you don't know the story, so I'm going to tell you the story because it's actually funny. We were watching, it was me, Jen, and two of my boys went to go see Jurassic World.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting here, Jen's sitting next to me, and my boy Dal, is sitting next to her. And I overhear them talking. Now, Chris Pratt's on screen, and I'm watching it, and I overhear him say something, and she goes, would you? And he goes, absolutely. And I go, you would bang him too? Keep in mind, they were not talking about that.
You did not.
They were not. I was like, you'd sleep with him too. I mean, totally. And then he looks over and he goes, yo, no, that's not what I said.
Did you not see him in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Of course I see him in Guardians of the Galaxy.
But would you already in that? Or?
I was already on the Chris Pratt bandwagon. But when I saw Jurassic World, because I love Jurassic Park, I was like, yeah, no, he's a handsome fellow.
He's pretty cute.
He's a handsome fellow. I hope if he's listening, listen, I'm not crazy. I'm definitely not going to sleep with you unless you paid me. You like the silence, right?
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
I did cosplay as Star-Lord.
Nice.
I gotta show you. Hold on, I have to show you this because you need to laugh with me. Okay, so we went to Disney, and we met Star-Lord, and this is what Star-Lord looks like.
No.
And if you look at my face, you will understand why my face looks like that. So that is Star-Lord.
What? And even Christian's like, no.
That's not Star-Lord. It was not. If you see my face, it's like, that's not Star-Lord.
It's like,
You had to when we made the turn. I saw him and I look and I go, that's not fucking.
And they have
Star-Lord.
him like set up in like a whole room. Where
Yeah,
like,
they put him in his
Star-Lord.
own with Groot. There's a little Groot on the
they
side next to him.
They should just put him in the flippin' mask.
You might as well, cause
that is not.
And
that looks like Howdy Doody in a Star-Lord outfit.
I looked over and we walk over and Christian goes Groot because he likes Groot. And Jen walks over and she goes, hi, Star-Lord. And he's like, I know you guys are here for the talking tree. And I was like, actually, I'm here for you, Star-Lord. Nice to meet you. I shake his hand and all I'm thinking is, you look nothing like him.
I turn into a total child when I go to Disney and I get to meet characters. I was actually in line to meet Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I'm so petty when it comes to little things like this. I saw this little girl trying to do a little chat and cut. She was trying to cut in front of us by like talking to another little girl. And her mom was being real like chill about it. Like, oh yeah, go talk to your friend up there. She has the same tiara as you do. And I see her try to move in. I'm like, no. You gotta go to the back. Like, I've been in love with these two since I was younger than you, girl.
Word.
No, I'm getting my picture, and I'm getting it before you. Also, it was my birthday. I was turning 22, but you would have thought I was turning 4. But, yeah. I had a few alcohols in me because it was...
alcohols.
It was Drink Around the World Day at Epcot for me, and me and my friends were going pretty hard.
Cool.
So it was fun. But yeah, I definitely wasn't going to let that little girl pull one over on me.
I don't blame you, because I don't fuck with that shit either.
No.
There was this little girl we went, when we were at Animal... No, I'm sorry, not Animal Kingdom. Damn it. Islands of Adventure, we went to the Jurassic Park little section, and Christian was trying to play with someone. This little girl walks over, and I see her smack his hand away. Now I stop, and I look over a little closer, and I'm like, let's see if this bitch does it again. And he goes to do it. He was a fucking 3-0. She had to be like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And he goes to touch it again. Now, he was already there before she got there. And she goes, no. Smacks his hand. I didn't even have to do nothing. Jen ran over. She was like, excuse me, don't fucking touch my son.
Oh, no.
The little girl's face was with pure fear.
Of course.
And I look over and I said, where's your fucking mother? Where's
Anytime
your fucking
anyone
father?
other than your parents reprimand you when you're like that little, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, like...
Other adults can scream at me? Like, you have no idea.
But listen, the only thing we can't do is touch you.
Yeah.
We can yell at you, though, and if your fucking father comes here, he's going to get punched in his face
you
if he
little
says something to me.
shit? Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what it was. She was a little shit. But, whatever. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So we know your favorite movie. We know who you would sleep with.
Yeah.
And who you would sleep with in the gross way, too.
Yeah.
What is your favorite type of music?
Oh, I guess it'd probably be hip-hop.
Okay, so
but I also do see, that's weird because
don't say everything because everybody.
No, it's definitely not everything.
What's the way to go when you need to listen to something? Where you go?
Depends on the mood I'm in. Like if I'm coming home from work and I'm just need to relax, I'll probably listen to Fleetwood Mac or maybe some psych rock like Tame Impala.
Sweet.
Or something like that. But if I'm going out with my girls and I'm putting on my makeup, I'm definitely gonna listen to today's hip hop radio on Pandora and get down with some Ray Strumman. I can't even say their name. Yeah, Strumman.
Alright, so trash rap.
Yeah, I listen to Garbage.
Okay.
Also, I love Garbage. The band from the 90s was great.
Oh, very nice, very nice. That is a very good band, actually.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm mad you said you listen to Ray Strumman. Strumman, whatever they want to fucking be called. They're kids. They're fucking kids. And they can't rap.
I ain't got no type.
Fuck that.
I probably
you might as well say you like.
So
you might as well say that you like. Yeah, you did. I ain't got no type. That's like
bad bitches.
Bad bitches, right? No, I fucking hate them. Just like I don't like Young Thug, and I don't like any of that.
I don't like that
rap.
I don't like the mumble rap.
Was that young little Yachty?
Yeah,
little Yachty. That is my mama said. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I hate that song too. But
once it's in your head and you hear it, yeah.
The one part where he goes, and it's about weed, which is the best part.
Adorable. They made a song about a vegetable everyone hates. About weed.
I dislike that song a lot, but I can sit there and be like, "Hey, little mama, would you like to be my sunshine? You can toss my game. You can about to bear the Columbine."
There's definitely a science to that horrible music.
Yeah, it's called "Stick in Your Head and Ruin You for Life." But
also,
it's okay.
That All My Friends Are Dead song. That song gets stuck in.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I hope I never
I think that's
hear it.
Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi. Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
Another Lil guy.
How about the drowning song? I'm drowning. I'm drowning.
Oh, man.
Me and Mr. Malabe, actually, we were driving one time and the song started playing. We just started rapping on it. We both. Because, as you know, Mr. Malabe's a singer.
Oh, yes.
As we know that. And
Very good singer.
I used to be a rapper back in the day.
Look at you.
No, don't look at me at that point.
Fancy pants.
I did sell 1,000 copies to one of my songs. So.
Little Mr. Oh So Smooth.
Yes, at that time it was Tommy Cash.
Woo!
My dad used to call me Tommy No Cash because I didn't get paid for what I did.
Aw.
Mm-hmm. But, okay, so you listen to trash rap. And sometimes you listen to Fleetwood Mac, which is great. I love Fleetwood Mac.
And I also love 80s music.
Love the 80s.
Like all that Europop from the 80s.
Very
like
nice.
Duran, Men at Work.
Nice. I come from land down under.
Like all that really poppy 80s music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grew up with that. Yeah.
Wham.
My dad played that so much when I was really little. So it kind of got stuck in my head.
My dad was classic rock, more like the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Aerosmith. That's why I started really getting into that type of music.
See, my dad was a fancy New York clubby guy. Tucked his shirt into his really tight jeans.
Yeah, my dad was vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yeah, no, my dad
Long
definitely...
hair,
Because he was he grew up in the Bronx.
Right, but old Bronx.
Yeah.
Bronx, tail Bronx.
He was I think it was more the poor Irish part of the Bronx.
Okay.
Because he had 7 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
They're full Irish, really Catholic, and when he met my mom at a nightclub, she lied about her age, they were dancing the night away. My dad loves to dance, which you don't really hear a lot about. Dudes just love to dance.
Yeah, love to dance.
Yeah, no, and my mom even joked, I thought he was a little feminine when I met him.
Was he Night Fever?
Yeah, he was and I think that's why... he did that, because I think Saturday Night Fever had, came out, probably a few years before, and he was like, okay, Travolta gets a lot of bitches like this.
I could be Travolta.
I could do this.
I love the Bee Gees.
Yeah, he was a trip.
Yeah, my dad's, both my parents are motorcycle heads. Not anymore. Now my dad's like a fucking accountant that plays golf.
Okay.
So he's not, They did tell me a story one day that they got into a fight at, they went to a concert, and it literally, you ever read The Outsiders or seen the movie The Outsiders?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same fucking story, the way they explained it to me. They were going to a concert, and there was the preppy kids outside. They got into a fight with the preppy kids. The Socias, yes. Those were the preppy kids. And
he was a greaser?
He was a greaser. Both of them were greasers. And they got into a fight with them, and my dad took a cigarette and burned the guy's fucking neck with a cigarette. And I'm like, what are you doing now? Like, how are you out playing golf right now and doing accounting shit, and you used to burn guys with cigarettes? I want that guy to be my dad.
Right?
I want to put my leather jacket on, and I want to be cool like you, and where's my long hair? And now he don't have no hair no more. And he said straight out, he used to be a one of the set guys for the Ramones. So
that's cool.
Yeah, he used to, like a roadie, that's what they were called, roadies. He was supposed to go on the road with them, but then my mom got pregnant. Hi. And my dad said, my dad was like, see, I could have been rocking with the Ramones, but you came along. And they actually knew the Ramones because they were from Queens. Both my parents are from Queens. And they actually hung out with the Ramones. So.
Oh, bye. Sorry.
Which is pretty awesome. But yeah, no. Okay, so let's see. You like your shit rap. That's cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite... Well, we know I can't say what's your favorite video game because I know it's BioShock.
Yeah, I have so much BioShock merch, it's insane.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite television show? If you had to go to any television show, that anything you want to watch, what would it be?
Oh, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I guess at the end of the day, it'd have to be South Park.
That's a really good choice, actually.
It's a toss-up between South Park and Bob's Burgers.
Okay, see, I'm still not a big fan of Bob's Burgers.
I know, and that really bugs me because it's such a good show.
I've tried. I like American Dad more, and it's probably because of the CeeLo episode.
Yeah, see, I think the voice casting for Bob's Burgers is hilarious.
Well, it's Archer.
Well, also Eugene Merman, I love. I love his stand-up, and he was the creepy landlord on Flight of the Conchords, which was an awesome show, and then they brought Mel from Flight of the Conchords, Christian Shaw, who does the voice of Louise. And then when I found out the voice of Tina was just a guy, and that's his normal voice, that just, that kills it for me. It's so funny. And then the mom, that's just a guy doing a very hilarious woman impersonation. It's the music. The only issue I have with it is the art. Because they look like earthworms with arms and legs.
They do, yeah.
The whole neck thing, that really bugs me. But other than that, I think the jokes are hilarious. I love
They're working on a movie.
Even as a big Bob's Burger fan, I'm not really thrilled about it. Because, again, bandwagon people are...
Well, yeah, it's true. That's why you'll never get a Rick and Morty movie, because they're smart. They're going to be like, mm-mm.
I feel like people, even, when they did the Szechuan sauce release, people were just showing up because they saw it on Facebook, and they're like, oh, my friends are going to this. I'm going to go to it, too.
I used to eat the Szechuan sauce.
Mr. Meeseeks and stuff.
I love Mr.
And that really bugs me, because I love that show. I made a whole cocktail menu for my bar.
I know. I remember you showed me that. I was like,
based off of that show.
Drink. So if I ever go to your bar, could I get a Meeseeks drink?
Oh, for sure. We still have the menus, hidden under a register.
I want a Meeseeks drink.
We don't leave them out because a few of them got stolen because they were really cool.
Yeah, I would probably steal them too.
And we have a lot of newer bartenders that don't retain any new information. They're kind of a little dense. So when they see the menu, they're like, I don't know how to make any of this stuff. So they don't. So they just tell people we were out of it, which it's not like we have just a jug of Mr. Meeseeks shots in the back. You make great. It. But yeah, no, trust me, I would love to do it. But maybe when the new season comes back, we're definitely going to do another premiere party again. For sure. I'm
going to make sure that I get a babysitter for that.
Yeah, I bought enough Rick and Morty shirts for the whole next season to wear one every Sunday.
Mr. Meeseeks was the reason that I started watching the show. I was at my boy's house, smoked some pot, and he was like, you need to watch this show, and I'm going to play the best episode for you. And it was the Meeseeks episode. And once he presses the box and he's, look at me, Steve, look at me. And I was like, what is this nonsense? And then it continued, and I said, this show is amazing. Then I watched the Total Recall episode with the photographer Raptor, and I was sold. I was hooked. Yeah. I was like, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Photographer Raptor. And Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Mr. Poopy Butthole, Mr. Belvedere.
No, it's Mr. Beauregard.
Mr. Beauregard, I'm sorry. But he was Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and Mr. Beauregard. I'm walking here. That was cousin Tony or cousin Nick. Cousin Nick.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, you know what we say in Brooklyn? I'm walking here. And I'm like, they don't say that in Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
But he was supposed to be based on my cousin Vinny, so like it kind of worked out. That one part with Photographer Raptor was the greatest. Smile for Photographer Raptor. And I'm like, what? And then you hear, and it takes the picture. I'm like, the show is the greatest. I was like, who comes up with that? Sure enough, Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
Community.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together until somebody told me that. I'm like, no shit.
Community.
But it made sense because those jokes on Community were definitely way over a lot of people's heads. I think that's why that show didn't last so long, but they do have a cult following, which I think is cool.
I loved it, especially Childish Gambino. I didn't know he can act until watching that, and I'm like, whoa, like,
I didn't know he
really
could sing.
Yeah.
I knew his stand-up, and I knew him as an actor. And then when I heard Redbone, which I was a little late in the game with the whole Childish Gambino thing.
Oh, you were way late. What happened to 3000?
I didn't know. I don't know.
I love No Matter What You Say or What You Do. I love that song.
It wasn't popping up on my Pandora, and if it was, I just assumed it was like Chris Brown or somebody.
Oh no, that's Childish Gambino.
But yeah, I was like, this isn't a person. This doesn't even sound like anybody singing. This sounds like something from the 60s. And then somebody was like, oh, it's Childish Gambino. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay, fuck you.
And then they're like, oh no, it's Donald Glover. And I'm like, who? Nah, not the guy from Netflix and Comedy Central. I'm like, no way. And they're like, yeah, look it up. And I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
No fucking shit. But I think, I mostly know him from, other than Community, he did a season of Girls on HBO.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Oh my god, it was like the first episode of season 2. It's like Lena Dunham's like butt naked and they're having sex. And I'm like, oh my god, she's naked again. And she's having sex with a black guy. And she's so liberal and cool. Not really, she's not cool, but it was just, she was so in your face in that show, which was just bizarre to me.
She had sex with Childish Gambino?
On the show.
That's great.
Yeah.
He's Simba now.
She had sex with Childish Gambino and Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Wait, did she really?
Yeah.
He was on that show,
Adam Driver was on that show.
That's right. Adam Driver was on that show. Is that where he started?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he started.
I love him. He's probably also kind of on my gross, hot sleep with list.
He's a little weird.
That's why that's him kind of gross.
He reminds me of like a typical Jew.
Okay.
When I look at him, as Kylo, I look and I'm like, you look like the guy that I know that's Jewish.
He gives off like a weird, he'd wear like a trench coat to school and you're a little afraid of him because maybe one day he'll show up with a gun.
That's why you got to give him the Twix.
Yeah,
you got to be nice. You got to give him the Twix.
Thanks for
the candy bar. And just shoots up the rest of the office.
Yeah, he'll definitely text me the next morning. Be like, don't come to school today. And I'll be like, all right, I got you.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thanks, Matt. Thanks a lot, Matt. He's always got that weird name. It's like Matt or like Frank. It's Frank Heath, yeah, or Kevin. Kyle. You don't want to be friends with a Kyle.
What are my friends named Kyle?
I don't know anybody named Kyle.
I know like 3 Kyles. Welcome to Florida.
No, fuck that. I don't know any Kyles, and I will never meet any Kyles. I'm probably going to meet a Kyle when I go home. It's probably the maintenance guy.
Nice.
It's Kyle. Okay, so we got a little scoop about you. We learned a little bit.
We did.
We learned that you were a cheerleader.
Yeah.
We're going to always revolt back to that now that it's been put out there.
Yep.
Hey, Nikki, you're so fine. Yes.
Yikes.
Spirit fingers. Hey, you know what? My dad, when he coached baseball for us, actually, when he called timeout, he walked out and he went like that. And I remember I was playing second base and he did it, and he was like, time blew, and he went like this, and I went, did you fucking just spirit finger?
Was it so no one knew to hit him?
And he just just did it, and I looked and I said, Dad, did you just Spirit Finger? And he goes, yeah. He loves that movie. If it's on TV, he stops and watches it.
See, I do that too. Like, that and Bridesmaids.
No, I don't think Bridesmaids is that good. I think it's like a trashy version of, like, The Hangover that couldn't work. I'd also keep in mind, I hate Kristen Wiig, and I hate Melissa McCartney.
Okay.
She's the famous version. She's the, I would say, the more successful version of Kevin James.
Oh, okay. Well, they did do that show. No, that wasn't him.
She did Mike and Molly.
Yeah, I was
he
like,
did
he
King
was
Queens.
No, he wasn't.
He was in King Queens.
He gets a hot wife in his shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
They killed her. The new one.
They did.
Yeah, to bring back Leah Remini.
Nice!
They killed her and they were just like, yeah, no, your mother died, so here's Leah Remini, who's really hot, and we used to have chemistry because we worked on a show together. And it turns out Kevin James is a piece of shit in real life.
I saw that video going around on Facebook. Leah Remini's dad came out and was like talking about it.
Yeah.
But if he was such a piece of shit, why hasn't she came out and said something?
Well, besides the fact that he's paying her,
contracts.
She was contracts, and she was big on that Scientology shit for a long time. Now she's against it, but she was big on Scientology. What's going on here? Does that make me the bad? Yes, Jade. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If Ashley is the good witch, does that make me the bad one? Yes.
No, it's more like witch of the southeast, and
so who's
and good witch of the northeast, right?
Who? How can I say this right?
We all Glindas.
What house fell on who? No.
Who died?
Who died? Okay, who died? Who died?
Well, if she was the Wicked Witch of the West that was going crazy, I'm guessing it was the East.
Then the East died, yeah. Well, yeah, the East died. Because Glenda is from the Wicked Witch of...
Glenda was just the Good Witch.
But wasn't she like the North? Isn't that
what
were
the parents thinking when they named these kids?
Well, if you saw the Oz movie, the one with James Franco and Mila Kunis, they actually explained the backstory. It was really bad. Like, it was not a good movie. And Mila Kunis becomes the Wicked Witch of, I guess, the East, because she's the one that gets the house to fall on her.
Okay.
Or is it the other bitch? Or it might be Rachel Weisz. I can't remember. One of them, I know Mila Kunis turns into the witch with the green face.
Yeah.
So maybe it's Rachel Weisz that the house falls on. Okay. Because she's evil, technically. She's the one that makes her go bad.
Yeah, she was like a bitch.
Yeah, she was like her sister or some shit. She's like, he doesn't love you. This stupid ass fucking movie. But I do like Mila Kunis.
Women are petty.
Yeah, women are bitches. That's what we learn. We learn this every day. You know?
Cheers to the bitches.
Cheers to the bitches and the hoes.
And the hoes.
And that's.
And the bots.
What happened to your ride?
What happened to your ride?
What happened to your ride? What happened, Bunny? Happened to your ride? So,
I still wish I could have seen that.
It was funny. It was really good. Hey, Bunny, what happened to your ride? And he's just like...
Malave, just harassing them.
Waving him and shit. Next time Mr. Malave comes down here, we'll all go to one of the parks. I'll tell him. If any ride breaks down or goes wrong, Matt, find the fucking person. What happened to your ride?
Find the character and harass them.
What happened to your ride, you bastard? So let's get into our next segment of the show. Like I said, we're going to do Little Shop of Horrors, but we're going to do Little Shop of Horrors.
I'm so excited. I rewatched it Monday night for the first time in like 10
Isn't
years.
It amazing?
I forgot how good it was.
It's so good. It's such an amazing movie. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a game that I came up with called Recast Them.
Yay.
We played it on the show before. Actually, twice, and we're going to do it again. But this time, we're actually going to do the entire movie. We're going to do the cast, but the cast that we only care about.
Yeah.
So we're not just going to break down random fucking people. It's going to actually break down the cast of the people that we actually care about, instead of just going, "Hey, how about the guy that plays the guy that walks in and says, 'I love the plant'?" Like, nobody cares about that guy. So let's start easily. We're going to start with Seymour, and if you had to recast Seymour in the Little Shop of Horrors remake, they are making a remake, by the way, who are you going to pick?
Do they have to be musically talented? Because I didn't even know Rick Moranis was that.
Neither did I.
I didn't know he could sing.
No, I guess in this sense you'd want them to be at least a little bit musical talented. They do have to sing, so.
Alright, who would be a good Seymour? I think it would be interesting to see maybe like a Bill Hader.
Oh my god.
As Seymour?
Bill Hader. Alpha 5.
I would like that.
Okay.
Or if we're totally like doing like a new school Little Shop of Horrors.
Recast that shit.
Yeah.
Recast him.
I would say Aziz Ansari.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Aziz Ansari as fucking Seymour?
Yes. With the glasses.
Oh,
Sorry, Mr. Mushkin.
Yeah, that just ruined everything because I do see that now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mushnik.
Yeah.
With his witty comments.
Yeah. Doing like the snaps in the fingers.
Yeah, just going, hey, I got a plan over here.
I know how to twist this floor.
I know Reggie.
Yeah.
I know Reggie. Oh wow, that's hard to top because that's really good. I was actually going to say I would go with the way they want to go with Josh Gad.
Okay.
Because I think Josh Gad could play it off actually 100%. Pretty well because he could play a weirdo.
Yeah.
And he could sing.
He can sing. We saw that in Beauty and the Beast.
He's Olaf.
He's also Olaf in Frozen. He also did Book of Mormon. He was
Did he really?
He was actually one of the Mormon missionaries in Book of Mormon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it was like the first time they did it, he was cast as one of the main Mormon missionaries.
That's crazy because I didn't know that,
yeah.
And I always wanted to actually see the show.
It's coming to Orlando.
Is it really?
It is.
It's probably gonna be probably be mad money though.
Oh,
it was mad money when it was in fucking the city itself. I think it was like $350 just to sit in the back to watch it. I know the first song they do sing though is a racist song.
Oh yeah. They have a song like that's basically "fuck you" in African.
Yeah.
100%, totally. But it's South Park. It's Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
It has to be bad.
It's gonna push buttons. It's so funny because it's like South Park's such trash, but they're gonna shell out $500 to get VIP seats at Book of Mormon just because it's Broadway and that's classy.
Yeah, because
Society.
that's how. But then again, it's won many Tonys, and it's been number one for many years. I think it recently just got taken over. Maybe like a year or two ago. It might have recently got taken over. Otherwise, It's always been number one. Okay, so you're going to go with Aziz Ansari?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Josh Gad.
That sounds so weird.
Listen, I'm really excited to see where you're going with this. Because this might be a really great movie.
I'm liking my pick so far.
So, now that we got our Seymours, who's going to play Audrey?
You go first. I already went first.
Oh, that's fucked up because I couldn't figure this part out. But if I had to go with Audrey, I would go with Anna Kendrick.
Okay, so you're sticking with the blonde.
Well, she's not blonde.
Yes, she is.
Anna Kendrick's not blonde.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Anna Faris.
Oh my god, no.
I was like, that makes sense. She kind of looks like her.
No, I want to go Anna Kendrick.
Okay.
Because she can sing. She's smaller than. Because
she's petite.
She's petite, and if we remember from the original, it was Ellen Greene. She was skinny as shit.
She was tiny.
She was mad small. Like, it was literally my finger.
But she had curves, though.
She did. She had a butt. She had a bit of a butt.
She had some tatas, too.
Oh, she did have some tatas.
Some yabos.
She would go with some yabos. Yeah, get them yabos. But she was like, suddenly Seymour. I can't do her voice. Seymour.
Sorry, Mr. Mushnick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sorry, Doctor. It's new eye makeup.
That's pretty good, actually. That's a pretty good.
I've been practicing.
That's pretty good, Audrey. Actually,
I'm practicing.
I like that one.
Talking to my cats in the voice, they hate me now.
Suddenly, Seymour.
So, who would you pick?
Oh man. See, if she was still alive, I think Brittany Murphy would be amazing.
That's a good fucking pick. But you can pick Brittany Murphy.
I can? It could be dead or alive?
You're recasting in the way you want to see it.
Okay, so in my universe, Brittany Murphy's still alive, which is great. And
that's very good.
She's signing on to be Audrey, because she can sing.
Yes, she can.
We know this from Happy Feet. And I know she sang, I think on the Sin City soundtrack, I think she sang a little bit.
Does she really?
Yeah. There's a song called Faster Kill Faster Pussycat that she sang. That was actually pretty cool.
I remember it more from Happy Feet. I remember she was singing in Happy Feet.
Oh yeah, when she did that Somebody to Love cover. Oh my god, she belted.
She did, and she nailed the shit out of that fucking... Impressive, to say the least. That's for sure.
Yeah, I love her.
So we have Aziz Ansari and he's gonna have a romantic relationship with Brittany Murphy.
I think she'd be down.
She might be down, yeah. I can see her, but she's a little weird. She can get a little funky with a little Indian.
Yeah.
That might work out. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let's go to Mr. Mushnick.
I can see that being played by a John Goodman.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Dan Aykroyd. But I'm probably going to have to go with John Goodman.
That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rick Moranis.
Really?
I'm going to bring him back.
Okay, I can see that.
And put Rick Moranis as Mr.
Kind of like
Mushnick.
in the new Ghostbusters when they had, what's his name? Play the uncle of Leslie Jones.
Ernie Hudson.
Yes. Because it was like he was never...
It was his car.
Yeah. He was like, oh, hey, you doing this thing? Here's my car. I'm the cool uncle. I was like, oh my God, they're doing a thing.
Oh, you're still black guy. Black guy.
Exactly what I said.
Everybody remembers him as the black guy.
I know him as the warden from Oz because...
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, because it was weird to see him as like...
There was a lot of bad things in that movie.
That was a good...
show. I'm sorry.
That was a good show.
Yes, I did watch it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but for the episodes that I seen, I was like, this is actually a good show.
Yeah.
Though there was a lot of stuff that I didn't want to watch that occurred in that show. A lot of rape.
A lot of butt sex.
A lot of butt sex. A lot of penises. I wasn't a big fan of that part. All right, so that's pretty good. So you're going John Goodman, which I think is a really good pick.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to bring back Rick Moranis for that. Now here comes the fun part. This is where you have to let your mind explode and go crazy.
Okay.
Because who is going to play the dentist? Who is going to take over Steve Martin? Now remember, Steve Martin, this is a little role, but Steve Martin was a big name at this time. So he's taking over a very small role. Who's it going to be?
Who can do a small role but have a big impact on the movie?
And he's got to be a piece of shit. Because he is a pure dentist.
Yeah.
And you got to put harm on people. Who would be good dentist? That's a good question, actually.
That is a good question. I haven't thought about this. I'm trying to think.
You know what? I think I have an idea of somebody that... No, I don't know. Now I'm trying to think, because I have an idea of somebody that probably could do it, but then, I don't know if it would be a little weird if they were doing it. Because I'm leaning towards... I'm leaning a little Vince Vaughn action here, but I don't know if he might be a little too... Because he can play a good dick. Because he's very sarcastic.
See, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking more of a Ben Stiller.
That's a good way to go, too, because that's the thing. Right now I have 3 names in my head.
Yeah.
Okay? I have Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, and I have Owen Wilson. To be able to see where it's going with that. I don't know if Owen Wilson...
I feel like Luke Wilson could do it.
Yeah, Luke Wilson might not be that bad either. That's not bad, Luke Wilson.
Or what about Charlie Day?
No, he's too
like a little dentist.
I'll be a little dentist with fucking Jennifer Aniston trying to rape him.
That would be adorable.
The Nightman cometh. Glenn Hawthorne can probably do it.
See, when I rewatched it and the dentist gets off his motorcycle, he does one of those Negan dips, and I was like, oh, he looks like Negan with the black hair. I know Jeffrey Morgan could sing, because you really can't improve on perfect, and they can't give him all the talents. But
well, that's true. You can't listen. You can't give the guy everything. Okay, we already have Superman in life, and
but I don't think he would be very well in that.
You know what? I have a good one. I have a good one to play the dentist.
Who?
Matt Damon.
That would be good.
Because he can sing, as we know from fucking Eurotrip, when Scotty doesn't know.
Was that really him?
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew that.
Nah, I'm lying. That really wasn't.
Yeah,
that was a real band.
That was an actual band.
No, but he actually does sing. I forgot what he was in that. What am I talking about? Jimmy Kimmel show. You ever see when they were doing the I'm fucking Matt Damon, she's fucking Matt Damon. It was Sarah Silverman, and then you never seen that? You have to watch I'm fucking Ben Affleck. The funniest thing in the whole fucking world. Jimmy Kimmel, because Sarah Silverman, that's when they were dating at that time.
Oh,
She made a music video, and it was her saying that she's fucking Matt Damon. And Matt Damon's in it, and she's like, he's fucking Matt Damon.
That's awesome.
He responds, I'm fucking Ben Affleck, but has a whole choir of people Don Cheadle, Robin Williams, Cameron Diaz, McLovin.
Oh, wow.
The guys from Good Charlotte was in it.
Oh.
Once
you said McLovin, I was like, you know who?
It's amazing.
But going back to Seymour, if we were actually doing
McLovin.
I think McLovin would be a good Seymour.
But you got Aziz Ansari.
I know, I love Aziz Ansari. But a McLovin or a little Michael Cera, I think would be good for a Seymour also.
I like Michael Cera, but then I hate Michael Cera. It's like some movies that I watch him in, I'm like, I can deal with it. Like, I thought he was great in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, that's... Hi.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I think he nails that role. He plays that character correctly, but sometimes when I watch him, I'm like,
Yeah.
Because it's just, he is the same character.
When he, what was it, the Crystal Fairy? It was a movie on Netflix. It's like him and his friends go to like Peru or something, and they're trying to get this cactus that if you drink the tea from it, you trip on this crazy drug, this like hallucinogen. He was like a dirtball, like piece of shit in that movie, and I couldn't watch it. It was just driving me nuts.
So it was like a different version of him?
I like him in like Nick and Nora and Juno.
Oh, Nick and Nora, that was a good movie.
I love Kat Dennings.
Or him smacking Rihanna's ass.
Yeah. Oh, and This Is the End. That was a good movie. James Franco would be a good dentist.
Yeah, James Franco would be a good dentist. He can sing.
Yeah.
He could do a lot.
He's amazing.
He's like, I painted those.
And he puts his efforts into doing the remake movie of The Room, The Disaster Artist.
Wow. That's going to be so... What is line? What is line? And they all repeat
the
line.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not.
I hit her. Do you want to change the line? I can't wait for that movie.
Makeup artist, like the whole camera crew is like all reciting.
I did not hit her.
I'm really excited. I'm trying to get like a huge group to go see.
I want to go see that movie, The Disaster Artist.
It's gonna be good.
It looks. He's trying to get that like nominated for an Academy Award.
It should.
The way he sounds, I'm like, yes, you're nailing this right now. And his brother's playing Mark.
Because if you actually watch the trailer for The Room, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people can actually sit through the full movie, The Room.
Because I've sat through that movie.
Have.
It is amazing.
Really? Like, just bad amazing?
No, that movie is so bad. But it's so great.
Oh, man.
Okay, let me just mention this, because I can't really explain how much I hate and love that movie.
Okay.
The part when the mom tells, what's her face?
Lisa.
Lisa, right. You tear him apart, Lisa! When the mom says that she has breast cancer, and she looks at her and goes, it's okay, you'll get over it, and she goes, I know. And I'm like, what? Like, what just... That was a serious thing right now. She's just like, oh, hey, so I just found out I have breast cancer. And she's like, oh, well, I mean, you'll get over it. You always get over things. And she's just like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, what just happened here?
Yeah, no, me and my friends have been going back and forth with the memes of The Room on Facebook. The most popular one is a photo of Loki. But they have... photoshopped Tommy Wiseau's face on it. Let me pull it up because I can't.
He would be a good Loki.
It says.
What is line?
It's one of his lines. It says, "I did not invade Asgard. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not invade it. I did not. Oh, hi, Thor."
Oh, that's great. I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. And he throws it.
I did not.
I did not.
Throws water bottle.
Throws the water bottle. Oh, hi, Mark. And then you see him go, oh, hey, Johnny, what's up? Where the fuck did you come from? The part when... You've seen the movie, right?
No.
You've never seen the movie?
No.
Oh, you have to watch...
I've watched it analyzed on YouTube, clips.
No. Watch that movie.
But the part that always killed me was when he walks into the florist shop. And
yes! That part is
automatic,
amazing.
Oh, here's your roses, and you're my favorite customer. Bye, Dougie.
That part is fucking amazing. I have literally stopped the movie to rewind to watch that part. I love that part. Because it's so... There's no pause.
No.
It just literally walks in and he's like, hi, are my roses ready? Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Hi, here, $13. Here you go. Thanks, Johnny. You're my favorite customer. Okay, Bye, doggy. Have a good one. And then he leaves, and the whole time I'm like, who said cut?
What universe is this on? There's no pause.
There was no
it's
pause.
Boom,
it was
boom,
just
boom,
let's
boom.
go. It's cool. I can't wait to watch Disaster Artist when they do that scene, because I want to be like,
we gotta
somebody
just
show
go.
me how
We
this
just
works.
gotta film it.
It's okay. Just keep going. Just film. Keep going.
Oh,
that part had me dying. Or the part when I think the drug dealer, I know you didn't see it, but you have to watch the movie.
I know.
It's great. There's a drug dealer who's having a problem with Danny, the little kid who wants to bang Lisa. It's great. And they take him away. Mark and Tommy Wiseau take him away. And then Tommy Wiseau just shows back up and he's just like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And the next scene they show the mom and Lisa. Then they flip back to Tommy Wiseau. They flip back and there's Mark standing. And I'm like, where the fuck did you come from?
No, I posted this GIF for my job the other day when I was marketing for my shift at Sidebar.
Sidebar.
It's this is a beautiful party. You invited all my friends. Good thinking.
Oh yes, this is a good party. Thank you. Good thinking. And then there's the part that him and Mark get into a fight. Mark literally decks him in the face. He hits him in the head with a fucking glass bottle. And he looks over, "Why are we fighting?" "I don't know. Let's just let it go." And then he just walks away. And you're like, what just happened? The movie is fucking amazing.
Oh, man. Where is he from?
The movie is amazing. The one part when he's, what was it, with James Franco when they're filming, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to grab Lisa's, the dress and, like, rub it."
Yeah.
And they're like, "But you just shot yourself in the face. How are you doing that?" And he's like, "Because I blew and I still do that." You're dead, bro. You shot yourself in the mouth.
Oh, my God. This is what I guess some people in Poland think Hollywood is like. This is how you make a movie.
And yes, but that movie, though being so bad and possibly one of the worst movies ever made, is also huge with a cult following.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally getting a remake version of the backstory of it. That could be nominated for an Academy Award. That movie's amazing. And the sex scenes are the exact same sex scenes. There's no difference. It's the exact same sex scene, and he's having sex with her belly button. It's amazing.
Wait, he's doing another movie this year?
Yeah, I think it's like a zombie movie. With the guy Mark.
Yeah, because it's what it says, Greg Sestero.
Yep.
Who's using, I think, a photo from...
Probably when he was Mark.
Yeah, like he looks like a child.
Yeah, there's Mark.
Oh my gosh.
And
they're still letting this guy do this?
They were throwing a football in the movie.
And his IMDb photo is like a MySpace.
Oh,
like...
his Tommy Wiseau was the best. The best part about it in that movie is anytime they couldn't figure out what to do in a scene, like what to do with their hands, or if they had nothing to say, they would just throw a football. They're just talking.
That's probably how he wrote it. He was like, "So what do we do in this scene? I don't know. We could just
throw
do
the
this.
football."
That's a good idea, Mark.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mark. Because they were saying that he never knew what to do with his hands. That was like the big thing for actors. They don't know what to do with their hands.
Just walks in like this. Hello, everybody. Hands up in the air.
So they made him throw a football so he had something to do with his hands.
That's American.
Phenomenal.
Football.
I love it. Throw a football.
Oh man. So we got the dentist.
Yeah, we could talk about the room forever.
I chose Ben Stiller.
Yeah, you chose Ben Stiller.
Yeah. I think he's played a dentist too in something.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Oh no, he was a nurse in Meet the Fockers.
Well, yeah, Gaylord Fokker.
Yeah.
Gaylord M. Fokker?
Yeah.
So your name is Gay Fokker. yeah, that's right. Okay, so, alright, so you're picking Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who I picked. Did I stick with Vince Vaughn?
You didn't decide. You said you were on the fence with Owen Wilson, but I said Luke Wilson.
Yeah,
Vince
Luke Wilson
Vaughn,
was a
and
good
also
pick,
Ben Stiller.
But I can't go Ben Stiller.
Who was the guy that played Corky Romano? He'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, Chris Kattan?
Yes.
He was good in Undercover Brother.
Rob Schneider also.
Oh my god, Rob Schneider.
Would be good.
I wouldn't pick Rob Schneider because I would need him to say like a couple lines. He's not a good dick. Even though I'm in the real Rob, he is a kind of a piece of shit, but...
David Spade. He's a good dick.
In Rules of Engagement, he was a really good piece
See, I'm
of
thinking
shit.
of him and Tommy Boy. He's just such an asshole.
Yeah,
to Chris
but that's
Farley.
when he was young, though.
Yeah, he's
That's
big.
when him and Farley were really, really close.
Thinking really old school SNL, I've noticed. I don't know. I'm thinking
when
about
I was
story,
young, I was young. I don't know. I think I may. No, I'm gonna go Matt Damon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with Matt Damon. Okay, so wow, we have a pretty interesting cast. But now it's time to get into the real nitty gritty because who's gonna play the voice of Audrey 2?
Oh.
I know who I would pick.
I know who I would pick.
I'm gonna let you go first then.
I would pick Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty.
That's a pretty good pick. Like
actually. Rick. I kind
Okay,
of would want like a mix of the Rick voice.
That would work. I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, see, you're keeping with like the whole like soul thing.
But it makes sense.
It does.
Because he can do that deep. Better wait a minute.
Yeah.
Better hold the phone.
Ruben Studdard would also.
Oh my God! What? As he's saying, "Sorry,
Ruben
2004."
Yeah.
You might as well get Clay Aiken involved. He could be the dentist.
And
You'll be a dentist.
Kelly Clarkson could be.
She could be Audrey.
And Justin Guarini could be
my
Seymour.
I fucking hate that movie.
And Bo Bice could be.
Oh my God,
Mr.
Bo
Mushnick.
Bice. Mr. Mushnick is Bo Bice. Oh man, I still remember that one movie with Jeremy Piven. The Goods. I think you ever see that movie? Live Free, Die Hard.
I think that sounds familiar.
He's a car salesman, and they're having a big thing, and he's like Bo Bryce's brother.
Yeah,
is coming.
I
Bo
did
Bryce
see that.
Got a little Bill Bice coming.
I had a friend that made me watch that. He's like, "This is the funniest movie ever."
It is. It's actually really funny because Will Ferrell's in it, and he lands on a car with a dildo in his hand. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx is the perfect pick actually for that.
That is good.
The voice, he can sing. We know he can sing, and I think he can nail that. Okay, so actually, let's do the final one. Oh no, I'm gonna save one more actually. But this one, who's playing the 3 girls that are gonna be singing?
I think an obvious choice would be Destiny's Child.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go Destiny's Child.
No, fuck that. I would want like a mix of 3 badass like bitches.
Oh, okay.
Like I would want like a Nicki Minaj.
Ugh.
Yeah. Maybe a Cardi B thrown in there.
What the fuck?
What this
is BET presenting Little Shop of Fucking Horrors?
Maybe.
It'd probably be Little Shop of Fucking Horrors.
Little Shop of Fucking Horrors.
Little Shop of Fucking Horrors.
Barbershop. Little fucking little.
Produced by Ice Cube. This is gonna be good. Yeah.
I don't.
Common is the
See,
dentist.
honestly, Destiny's Child would be my first pick with Michelle and Kelly, but it's beyond.
Poor Michelle.
No, Michelle. It's just 2 of them. They
two
throw in Leslie Jones from SNL.
She just comes in, Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors.
I don't, like, it's funny because when they're in, like, the doo-wop get-ups, they're so pretty and they're singing, but when they show them on the street, they're like these rough and tough bitches.
Right.
Like, they look like little, like, hold your purse, these bitches are gonna steal your shit.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Kinda.
I can believe that.
So, I don't know, it's pretty hard for me to see Destiny's Child in that kind of way, so that's why I would kind of go with, like, a more rough and tumble kind of group of, like, bad bitches, because we know they can dress up. And also, like, add some curves to the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't know
interesting.
who the third one would be.
I'm still going to go Destiny's Child.
Really?
I think if you were able to bring back Destiny's Child one more time.
For Little Shop. It would be for Little Shop of Horrors.
And it would be worth it. Because together they'll be able to sing it right.
Like 3LW. Like, throw it all the way back.
That's really bringing it back.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that, too.
I would, too.
I'd be
girl
okay
with the lisp.
With the lisp. Yeah, she had a lisp. I'd rather TLC. Sadly, we'll never get that, but
no, we won't.
But I would have preferred a TLC
comeback.
Salt and Pepper. No.
With Beyonce.
Oh God. No, no! Don't put that out there. Now people are going to be like, "That's a good idea."
Salt and Pepper plus Beyonce.
You'll say Salt and Pepper girl, Salt and Pepper here,
Salt,
Beyonce.
Pepper, and Paprika.
So, oh God, that's hard. But she could be Paprika, yeah, with her hair.
Or
And then you'll hear Jay-Z in the back. Jay-Z. Got my girl B. I see you, girl. We crazy in love, you know?
Okay, so I guess we can both agree on Destiny's Child.
I'm going Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
I think
will
Destiny's
too.
Child.
I'll agree with that.
I think it's the best way to bring them back for a one-time thing. It's going to sound good. I personally think if they had to do the little street thing, they can play it off a little bit
We know
better.
they can do that doo-wop thing.
Right, and they do have... They sound very good together.
Yeah.
As a group.
Harmonious.
Yes, very harmonious. And the last thing that I'm going to say now, the final person we have to pick is who's going to play Bill Murray's character. Who is the special appearance in this movie?
Who's the masochist?
Yes, who's the one that loves the pain?
Ah.
Now remember, this person has a very little part, but it has to be a name where people are like, nice.
Oh, they got this guy? Cool.
Exactly. We need one of those. Like, we got this motherfucker right here. Who is that guy?
I think what would be funny, and we know he can do comedy, would be Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. That's not bad. I wouldn't
like
pick
a
him.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's not bad. Robert Downey Jr. would be pretty good, actually. I could see it. But I'm going to really go like way out. I'm going to go towards where I want my my viewers to lose their shit of the special appearance, and I'm going to go Kevin Hart.
Okay. I can see that.
As just because we know Kevin Hart, everybody loves Kevin Hart.
Or
now.
The Rock.
Hey, he could be in anything.
That would be hilarious.
Okay? The Rock can do everything. We all know
glasses
this.
on him, he can fucking play Seymour.
Actually, it would probably work too. You'd be like, I believe it. I could believe The Rock sitting there suddenly. Or no, what is it? Poor. I was on. What was the fucking what song was that?
I gave you water.
Oh, I love that song.
I gave you food.
I'm begging you sweetly. I'm down on my knees. Oh, please grow for me. Yeah, I can see The Rock singing that song. You're welcome. And add in a little bit. Damn it, we might have fucked up our cast right now.
Really?
The Rock can be everything.
He could just play the whole thing.
He could, and it would be
Murphy
great.
And like the clumps. He could just put on different outfits.
I can see that. So you see big muscles with the tits.
With padding.
And he's just like, suddenly Seymour.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking of the episode of the Powerpuff Girls where the convicts put on the Powerpuff Girls costumes.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, man. That's bad.
So we have our Little Shop of Horrors.
What about the radio host?
Oh, John Candy. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. Who should play John Candy? Yeah, I liked him in the movie with the... He would do all the fucking shit himself.
I wouldn't mind them bringing him back again. But...
Yeah. I mean, there's some roles that should never be touched.
Yeah.
Sadly, John Candy's role in this movie isn't too huge to a point where it's like, you could replace him.
Yeah.
You could recast John Candy. But I do love John Candy, though. Who would play good John Candy?
Maybe like a Seth Rogen? But I feel like if we're doing like a 2017 Little Shop of Horrors and there is a radio show out there that has weird things brought in,
it has to be a radio show host.
It should be a Howard Stern.
Yeah, it should be Howard Stern.
I think that would be like if you were sitting in the movie theater.
Or Howie Mandel.
If you were sitting in the movie theater with your friends and you had no idea he was in it and that scene comes up and they pan over and there's Robin and there's Howard sitting there and there's Aziz Ansari holding Audrey too, like, nervous, you'd be like, oh shit, Howard fucking Stern is in this.
That's a good one. I think that's, that's the best way to go with it. I think Howard Stern would make the most sense, and because it's now a updated version, a 2017/18 version of Little Shop of Horrors, there's going to be cursing in it.
Yeah, for sure.
So having Howard Stern would make the most sense, where he will shit on him for having a planet that looks like that.
Yeah.
And
you fuck this thing at night? Like, just being totally, crass with him?
So you fuck it? You said it was small, now it's big. Did you fuck it?
Yeah. What do you do with this thing at night? What do you feed it? You dick? Like, just being, like, totally disgusting.
That's phenomenal. That was good. I'm glad you brought back that character, because I was going to forget on that character, which is John Candy.
Because I completely forgot he was in it until I rewatched
Candy,
this past Monday. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's John Candy. I'm like, there's a lot of, like,
SNL.
Those 80s, like, because John Candy, Steve Martin, Bill Murray, they were all doing stuff together back then. So it didn't surprise me.
SNL.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me that they were together in that. But yeah, I was really excited to see him.
And Rick Moranis was pretty big when it came to SNL a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I think more hosting, though. I know he wasn't really into the sketch shit, but he surprised me in that movie. Because I remember when I first seen it all, I kept thinking it was more Wayne Zielinski, Ghostbusters.
Of course.
And now I watch it, and I'm like, he can sing? And he can sing pretty good.
That's literally what I said to Ron when we were watching it. I was like, holy shit, Rick Moranis can fucking sing.
Yeah.
I had no idea, because when I watched it like 10, 15 years ago, I was just like, oh, okay, the guy from Little Giants, like, whatever.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, Little Giants.
The dad from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Mm-hmm. Wayne Zielinski. And actually, the three girls, one of them was Gina.
And the other one was her friend.
Yeah, right. The other
I
one
was
was
like,
the friend
wow,
from
they got
Martin.
like half the cast of Martin from here. That's crazy.
When I rewatched it a while ago, because I haven't seen it in years too, and then I ended up watching it maybe like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago, and I watched it and I seen her pop up because they show up in the beginning, and I go, is that fucking Gina?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the girl, so I said, holy shit, that's their fucking friend. I was like, is fucking Martin Lawrence in this shit too?
Yeah.
Where is he? And he wasn't in it, of course. But then when Steve Martin showed up, I was like, holy
Campbell
shit.
Martin.
Tisha Campbell, right. That's the one that was in it, yeah.
And who's the other one? Tashina Arnold.
That's Gina.
No, it's the other one.
Oh, which
Pamela.
one's Gina?
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell, okay.
And then the other one was just like some...
Then there's some
nothing ever
other
happened.
black chick that really was hitting the notes. Then you'll go down.
She was the bass.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah. Like,
well, she came in
there.
Yeah. And whoa. Then you'll go downtown where the cabs don't stop.
It was almost like they were singing about downtown Orlando, I noticed.
Actually, it reminded me of a lot of New York. Actually,
yeah, well, I'm sure. But I think they make it universal to describe every downtown.
The slums.
Yeah,
because that's really what it is. It's just the slums.
Skid Row.
Skid Row, right. Down on Skid Row. Okay, so before we end this, I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite song in that movie?
Okay, so don't laugh, but it has to be the song that Audrey sings.
Sadly Seymour?
Somewhere That's Green.
Oh, okay. I don't
because there is an episode of Family Guy where Herbert the pervert basically reenacts that whole scene where she's looking through Better Homes and Garden and she's imagining her and Seymour in this very suburban life in this home when she has Tupperware parties. I had always seen that episode in Family Guy, that little cutaway clip where Herbert has a blonde wig on, he's wearing a June Cleaver dress, he's dancing around the house, he sings the song lyric for lyric. I think he just leaves out like the Skid Row part. And him and Chris have a son that looks like Chris and a daughter that looks like Herbert with a blonde wig. And it's scene for scene a complete match to the movie. I had to watch them side by side. I'm like, why do I know this song? Like, why does the song sound so familiar? And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh my god, this was in Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane did a callback to this.
He does a lot of callbacks.
I noticed he's a kind of a musical nut, which makes sense.
Well, he did his own album, but he did Shapoopy from The Music Man.
Yep. And he's done stuff from Bye Bye Birdie.
Yep.
West Side Story a lot of times.
Yeah, he's huge in the musical genre.
Which is cool, because that's kind of becoming like lost nowadays.
This is true.
With everything that's going on. But I really, I thought that was really cute. And I thought it was a cute song because you got to see a little bit more of her and her apartment and what she's dealing with. And
that's true.
The domestic violence, which I think was just swept under the rug. No one did anything.
No,
they just knew she was getting the shit beat out of her by his dentist.
He got eaten. That's the best way.
He got his at the end, but
otherwise they were like, "Don't hang out with that boy." They
were like,
"Sorry, Mr.
you
Mushnick.
really should get out of that." Like, no one's offering, "Hey, you can stay here tonight."
Well, technically, back in the day, that's kind of what was going down,
and that was
especially
set in
the
the 50s or 60s.
I think it was set in.
They said something about President Kennedy, so I'm not.
It's more 50s, I think.
Really?
I think so.
I'm not a history buff. I have no idea.
Neither am I, but I think that might be the 50s.
Because I know it was set. It was filmed in the 80s.
Right, it was filmed in the 80s. I think it was like 86 6, if I'm not mistaken. But plus, in that Skid Row type of town they lived in, nobody gave a shit. I mean, literally the cabs wouldn't even stop. So it was that bad. So I guess domestic violence to them is just leave the guy, leave him alone.
Sorry, doctor.
Because she had to call him doctor. Call me doctor.
This is my boyfriend. DDS. Sorry, doctor.
Orange Shrivello.
Shrivello, right? That was his name.
Yeah.
Steve Martin. You'll be a dentist.
Oh, and Jim Belushi was the guy at the end. I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's that guy.
Jim Belushi.
I always forget his name.
My favorite song in the movie was I'm just a mean green mother from outer space.
The song like right at the end.
Love that song.
Yeah. That was a good song.
Yeah.
And all the little Audrey.
I love that.
And they're all singing. Oh,
and that's
cute.
all fucking Jim Henson and Frank Oz.
Really?
Yeah. All Jim Henson and Frank Oz is that right there.
Fuck.
It's all straight up fucking puppeteering. There was no fucking animatronics, but this is what scares me about if they do this remake. It's not going to be animatronics.
No, it's going to be CGI.
It's going to be CGI, and I don't like that. They should go to because, I mean, Jim Henson's family still does their shit.
Yeah.
They're doing a Dark Crystal show on Netflix. It's coming out, I think, next year.
And that's going to be all puppets.
It's going to be, because it's Henson, so it's going to only be puppets. There's probably going to be a little bit of CGI involved, because they got to do, maybe make it look a little better.
Yeah.
But it will be puppeteers. And to me, that's more exciting, because that movie used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. I loved Labyrinth, still love Labyrinth, but yeah, that movie used to scare the shit out of me.
Dance the magic, dance
the magic. With the fucking balls and, of course, the Bowie Bulge.
Oh, the Bowie Bulge.
Hashtag Bowie Bulge, because I was so upset when he died.
I was too. And then I think it
bothered me.
I think it was Prince.
Prince hit me too, where I was like, come on.
I was literally, because me and my old roommate Stacy, that was literally, we loved David Bowie. We loved Prince.
Love Prince.
And when she got pregnant with her first son, those were the 2 onesies I bought her. I bought her a Purple Rain onesie for her son.
Nice.
And I bought her a Bowie onesie with the fucking
star.
Yeah, the lightning bolt on his face and the makeup and
Stardust.
Yeah, the Stardust album. And I was like, here, I don't know. I know he's still in ya and he's still baking, but when he comes out, he's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
And she couldn't believe it. And I loved it when she sent me photos of him in those because I wanted him to be a cool kid.
That would make you a cool kid.
Yeah, I grew up with David Bowie and Prince.
Me too.
It wasn't until I was in high school that I was like, wow, all Prince sings about is sex. Literally every song is innuendo.
All about sex.
And then I heard the Foo Fighters' Darling Nikki, and I'm like, this is a cover of Prince's Darling Nikki. Mm-hmm. This is really bad. It was good, but I couldn't believe
it's the Foo Fighters, which means it's Dave Grohl, and he's God. So
honestly, it's probably one of my favorite covers that I've heard.
Ooh, that's tough. My favorite cover, I'm gonna have to say, is Disturbed.
Sound of Silence?
That's a good one. But I'm thinking...
I don't think that was Disturbed, though.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
That was Disturbed. I'm thinking more of the Phil Collins song they did. What was the name of the song? Why can't I remember? Land of Confusion.
Oh!
That one, love that cover.
Okay.
That cover is amazing. And Disturbed always does a cover on every album. And for such a hard metal fucking heavy band, they're really good with their covers. I mean, the Sound of Silence is Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
And they fucking nailed it.
Demonic. The beginning of Watchmen, when they're doing the funeral scene, it's a Simon and Garfunkel song. Yeah, it's the Sound of Silence.
It is, yeah.
Hello, darkness, my oh my God, all the feels. All the feels.
To talk with you again.
What are you doing?
Are you attacking my bag?
Be nice.
Attacking my bag. Well, I mean, that's a good way to end it.
I know. We have. I would watch my version.
I would definitely watch your version.
I would watch. I would love to see Aziz Ansari as.
I would definitely watch. But can we get Matt Damon in there?
Who did I pick as my girl? I already forgot.
As the girl, Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. Oh yeah. Oh, Brittany Murphy.
Oh, cheers to Brittany Murphy.
Cheers to Brittany Murphy.
Love Brittany Murphy. I will 100% buy a ticket on the first night it comes out if you put Matt Damon as the dentist.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm definitely watching that.
Okay,
movie.
yeah.
Because I do want to see Matt Damon just like, when I was a kid, my mama told me.
And Howard Stern.
And Howard Stern. Yeah, I want to see Howard Stern as a DJ. And Jamie Foxx, I would like to see him as Audrey.
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child has to
Doing
be the girls.
Intro.
Oh my god! Can you just?
I think Hollywood needs to just hire us so we can go.
We can write this movie right now.
We can. It's basically already written. We just need casting control.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I tell you right now, if for some reason these people do get cast in this movie, you're getting sued.
Yes. Oh my god. We heard it somewhere. We don't know where.
Well, guess what? You're getting sued, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a big ass fucking lawsuit because it's live.
Yes.
And that would be a good movie. I want to watch that movie.
I do too. I'm excited, and it's not even happening.
It's not happening. It might happen. It might happen. We put it out there. If you guys think that we casted a really good movie here, let us know, and let's find a way to get it to Hollywood.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's find a way to do that.
If anyone out there is listening that has any connections in Hollywood with anyone that's going to be involved in the new Little Shop of Horrors, let us know, because I would love to have some input.
At least a credit.
Yeah.
Put our names in the credits.
Mr. Oh So Smooth and Ashley Stashbox.
Yeah, right in the
helped put this together. Yeah.
Yeah. See that episode, recast them, episode 3 for our edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Podbean. First lady. Cheers to the first lady!
Cheers to the first ladies!
Ladies, I like that. She put the S out there. See, she hears you, Jade. So it's time to say goodnight. It's time.
It is.
So it's time to say goodbye until next week when Ashley will be hosting the show. We don't know her topic yet, but we'll find out eventually in due time. And of course, the New York show is now Fridays.
Yes.
So you can make sure to check them out.
It's going to be Jade's topic.
It's going to be Jade's topic.
I'm excited.
I'm thrilled. I hope it's about witches.
Aw. They are doing a Craft remake. Maybe you could talk about that.
Maybe you can recast Craft.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they don't They are doing one, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, it's going to suck.
I think they're doing a new Sabrina, too.
They are doing a new Sabrina, but they're making it darker.
Yeah, I was watching an interview with Melissa Joan Hart, and she said that it was going to be more about witchcraft.
Yeah.
Her show is more about magic. This
more
is going to
dark.
be more witchcraft. Good.
Let's stick to the story. We'll stick to the story. It's
Yeah.
technically that's what she is.
Yeah.
But it's time to say goodbye now. We're going to say goodbye, so I'll let you start.
Well, this is Ashley Stashbox. Thanks for coming into my house.
Stashbox.
Listening about my cheerleading experience.
Oh, we together. We together. Be together. Hey, we together.
I like how we're already in sync. You would have been a good cheerleader.
Don't say that.
You would have
Do you not
been.
understand? I'm going to be getting messages from these guys saying that you said I could be a good cheerleader.
All right. Well, until next time, guys.
Yes,
until next time. This is your girl Ashley Stashbox signing out.
Bye, Ashley.
Bye.
This is, of course, Time and James, Mr. Oh So Smooth. It's been a great episode. We recast it and we learned a lot about Ashley. Of course, being a cheerleader.
I hear you.
Nothing's better than saying Spirit Fingers.
Here's one spirit and two
Two
spirit
spirits.
fingers.
Put the peace sign up, put the index down.